Hi there, folks. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania, as we bring you live coverage. It's WPIL High School Basketball. It's your Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the New Brighton Lions. We've got JV matchup here as the music is about ready to turn down here for about a minute or so. 6 o'clock tip-off. JV starts off tonight. It's Ellwood City versus New Brighton. And then the varsity matchup will be at 7:30 tonight. It's also Teacher Appreciation Night, so we will have a little event there for that as well. A neat little thing that they started a couple years back, and they continue that tradition. So neat thing that we will have during the broadcast tonight. I believe it's going to be between the – Yep, it's going to be right after the JV game today, so a neat little broadcast there for a Teacher Appreciation Night. Brad Windhorse alongside Dakota Marshall. Thad will join us for the varsity matchup. Again, 7:30 tip-off there. That'll be on this stream, so no change there. As teams come out to the center court here, New Brighton will be wearing the red and gold trim, going from right to left, and Ellwood in their typical white and blue pinstripe jerseys for home. There's the tip-off, and we are underway in the JV game. Quickly tipped out of bounds. We'll see what play with Ellwood.
Yeah, it should be. Last touch by New Brighton.
All right. Yeah, they're going to say New Brighton instead, so check that. All right. So New Brighton will get the ball here first. We'll go through all the starters here, going through all the numbers.
So you have 3 for New Brighton. Sorry.
Yep, 3 took that shot there. Shot is no good, but rebound goes to number 12. Again, we'll go through the numbers.
10,
progress.
12, 13, 21.
Perfect. And then for the Wolverines, your starters are number 4, Tyler Smiley. Then you have number 13, Adam Jeffcoat. Number 15, Gino Biondi. Number 22, A.J. Smith. And 23, Alvarez. As Smiley goes to the hoop, no good. Rebound goes to Alvarez. The bucket is good,
it's
and
good,
one.
And he gets the and one.
That is big. That's a good start here for the Wolverines. Again, Tyler Smiley with Jeffcoat, Biondi.
I did not catch who the foul was on because they do that real fast in JV.
Yeah, the nice thing is we'll find out quickly, Dakota, how quick if somebody gets 4 or 5 fouls, that bench it gets used real fast.
The and one shot, no good, but Alvarez gets the rebound.
Yep, and we'll reset on offense here. Gino Biondi has been running the point for most of the season at the JV level. Every once in a while, A.J. Smith is there. Jeffcoat's shot is no good. Backside rebound will go to number 12, that being Isaac Kohlmeyer. I want to say those numbers are inaccurate because that would be a senior.
Those names are inaccurate.
Yes, yes.
That's what you mean?
Yes. So, unfortunately, the names are not correct. We'll try to get something here for the New Brighton Lions. As a bucket was good there. I believe that was by number 12. Check that. It was number 21 that made that bucket.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover in favor of the New Brighton Lions.
So the ball will go back over to New Brighton here, and it looks like we're going to have extended full court pressure.
And blocked there, but goes out of bounds. So New Brighton ball once again.
So 5:41 in the early going here. Again, 7-minute quarters if you just join us for JV basketball this year. Pass right through the middle, left wide open the bottom block, but I think we're going to get a travel.
Yep.
Yes, we are. All right, so let's go through those names. Number 3, the last names is Cox. Number 10 is Randolph. Number 12 is Bloom. Number 13 is Ellison. And then number 21, who has the 2-point bucket for New Brighton, was Darach.
Ball stolen there by the Lions. They're coming up.
So there is Darach. Darach takes that shot a little bit too far and too hard. Rebounded there by A.J. Smith. Double deuces. And unfortunately,
and he loses it twice, but saves it, then slides out of bounds with it. So that will be a turnover in favor of the Lions.
Well, I'm wondering, Dakota, if he was trying to maybe pass it off to Alvarez. It was cutting up through the middle, and it didn't get there. So turnover once again. Wolverines in. Wow.
And turn right back over there.
Yeah. So in the early going here, folks, a lot of back and forth turnovers. We're not keeping tally of the exact stats for JV, but we'd probably be on turnover number 6 already in this one.
Biondi now with the ball.
Brings across the timeline here. Alvarez going to set a screen there. He gets a good screen. He rolls to the bucket, turns the other direction, but he is fouled.
He is fouled. So the second time Alvarez gets fouled.
I like the move
Richie.
by Alvarez there, Dakota, but you want to turn the other direction.
Fouls on number 21 this time for the Lions.
Okay, so we'll kind of keep track of that. We're not sure if that's the second or first, but it is the team's second already.
First shot by Alvarez is good.
And I have a feeling if we're getting a sub already there, Dakota, I wouldn't doubt one of those may be 2 fouls. Checking in is number 20 for the New Brighton Lions. That's McCardle.
Second shot by Alvarez is no good. Alvarez tried to get his own rebound.
Yeah, and we're going to get another.
And a travel.
Yep, he picked up his dribble and took a step. You set your pivot, you can't go again, and it's going to cost New Brighton the possession, and that's been the story so far in this one. Fortunately for both teams, for that matter.
Biondi to inbound now.
Quick inbounds there.
Nice
bucket is
inbound
good.
and bucket.
Yep, nice bucket there by Tyler Smiley. Stolen there from Alvarez, and he will be fouled.
He's fouled again.
So things going in favor of Ellwood here. The unconventional way, a lot of turnovers happening.
That foul is also on number 21, I believe. It's either 21 or 12.
And folks, you'll have to bear with us. Internet has not been kind to us this week. Apparently, it is happening once again. As the pass goes,
his first, team's first. Going to the line 4-2 is number 20.
So going the line for the free throws is number 20, and that being once again McCardle. Again, folks, we do apologize. Internet on both devices tonight has already been trouble for us.
So first shot is good, and then number 21, Braden Hendrickson, checks in for the Wolverines for Jeffcoat. Second shot is up and good.
So 2 free throws there by number 20 McCardle. So 2 free throws there by number 20 McCardle. And that'll make the score a little bit more closer. 8-4, cuts the lead in half. Good start here by the Wolverines, continuing their JV run of decent games in the past couple weeks.
Hendrickson out to Smiley.
Yep, Smiley running that point now as he sometimes will play from the blocks up. Pass out to Smiley from A.J. Smith. Tyler turns a corner, and I think they're going to get a pushing foul.
Yes.
And that's a big foul again on New
10.
Brighton. Yeah.
That one's on 10. So I believe that's his first. Team's fourth now, Brad.
Yeah, and that's big.
Lions bring it up and get fouled. So that'll be Braden Hendrickson's first foul, team's second now, as number 22 checks in for the Lions.
And again, folks, we do apologize. Internet, 3 different hotspots indirectly, basically, we could use, and all 3 are not doing well tonight. And unfortunately, we do not have Wi-Fi either. Got to get a password for that. It's out there, but we just don't have it.
Hendrickson with the steal. He brings it across. He gets trapped there, but gets it out to Biondi, over to Smiley. To Smith. Back to Biondi. Shot is no good, but Biondi does get fouled, so he will go to the line for 2.
And Dakota, that's, I think, the team's 5th already, so.
It is, and that foul was on number 3, I believe his first, team's 5th, as you said, Brad. So Wolverines in the bonus for the last 2 minutes, 51 seconds of this first quarter.
So Biondi, first free throw attempt of the evening is good. Now put him in the books.
Now coming in is number 14. Who is 14 for us? Dominic Wallace.
Yep. Dom Wallace will check in.
I had to find it up on the wall.
Second free throw by Biondi is good. And that'll quickly make the score now 12-4.
And a pushing foul there on Smiley, I think. Wolverines with 3 fouls now.
Here's McCardle. McCardle almost lost there, but taken, and I think we're going to get a travel. And
Yes.
it's number 10, Randolph slipped there. So once again, the ball will go back over to the Wolverines. It's, again, folks, a lot of turnovers so far in this one.
Biondi gets it to Hendrickson, back to Biondi.
Pass down low from Wallace. Unfortunately, a little too high for Alvarez. Again, Alvarez standing there basically 6'4", 6'3" frame, and unfortunately that one goes over his head. So back over to the new Brighton Lions. Full court pressure once again by the Wolverines. Causing havoc
They get
left
out of
and right.
the trap.
Yep. Ball tipped around, taken there, and stolen by
Hendrickson gets it.
Hendrickson.
And
he-
it's
ooh,
fouled hard.
yeah. That was not just your simple shove. That was something else.
And
But,
based on how the officials talked to him, he was very close to a technical on that
yeah,
one.
I would
So
say.
that foul's on number 3. His second, I believe, and team 6. So Hendrickson now to the line 4-2 as the Wolverines are in the bonus.
So free throws from here on out in Dakota. You're looking up, I see it, 220 up on that scoreboard. Wow. First free throws up, and nothing but net there by Hendrickson. So he gets in the scoring column for his first
Smith
point of the game.
checks back in for Biondi.
And second free throw coming here for Hendrickson is good. So the free throw starting to fall here. 4 for 4 start by Ellwood.
And the substitution in is number 12 comes in for the Lions.
He checks in for number 22. 22 was Kazar. Again, folks, we do apologize. We had the varsity roster, not JV, so we're working through it. King, number 1, also in for New Brighton. Can run the baseline, but unfortunately it
And
goes through the
ball
wickets.
goes out of bounds and will be Wolverine ball now.
Yep. So again, the turnovers continue to happen, and unfortunately, I think the kid.
So they're
here-
trying to overrule it and say it was a tip.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if the kid down here on the bleacher wasn't paying attention, may have gotten hit in the face and the head.
Okay, maybe not a tip.
Back to action here. Pass, nice curl route there from number
And
4.
Nice set play there for the Wolverines.
Yep, Tyler Smiley with the bucket, the nice layup there, and set play that worked. 16-4. Running start here from number 10. Pass out here to the corner. McCardle takes that 3, too far, too long, but rebounded by Alvarez.
with the rebound.
Alvarez will pass over to Smiley. Smiley bringing the ball up here and not wasting any time. He's going to be fouled, and wow.
Team 7th foul now. That one's on number 20.
Yeah, so those fouls are starting to
I'm
stack up.
losing track and have no clue how many fouls he has. That should be shooting foul. We're in the bonus.
Yep.
That should be shooting. There we go, Richie.
So the fouls are 6-3.
7-3.
Is it 7-3?
Yeah,
Okay.
7-3.
I thought it was 7-3. I was thinking it was, but I didn't want to say
Yeah,
that.
because at 2:51 is when we got in the bonus.
Right, then 2 fouls from. Yep. First free throw from Smiley is good, so I don't want to jinx it there, but Wolverine so far in this one, 5 for 5 from the free throw line as Jeff Coate comes back in for Alvarez.
And number 14 checked in for the Lions as well, Brad.
Okay. We'll get that name here in a second.
And 6 for 6, 100% now, Brad.
Yep. And that's number 14 is Blake for New Brighton, who checked in as the ball is inbounded. Dom Wallace almost
Tipped.
got the steal. Instead, A.J. Smith will. Extra pass, layup is up and good. It's almost predictable, folks. 20-4, the Wolverines in a commanding start to this one. Pass too far, taken and stolen there by Jeff Coate. Jeff Coate will get it across the timeline. He's not wasting any time. Pass in the corner to Smith. Fakes the shot, drives to the hoop. Layup is up too hard. Rebound will go to number 13, and that is Ellison. And he'll pass out here, and they'll reset with number 12, Bloom, running the point. Pass goes off of the foot.
Not paying attention.
Yep, and taken there by Hendrickson, although we're going to get into a track meet. And
Why are we fighting our own team for the ball?
so New Brighton gets the ball back here. Again, turnovers across the board as a couple of the fans got to be careful.
Jeez sweet.
Yeah, they are letting them play. Dom Wallace all the way to the hoop. No call there. Now we will
And
get a
there's
foul.
the pushing foul.
Wow. And they're letting them play. And
So that's on 11? No, 1. He did the 1 twice, so I was thinking 11. So that's on number 1. That's the team's 8th foul. Dom Wallace now to the line, 4-2.
free throws up, line drive, and it's
First
good.
shot's good. Biondi checks back in for the Wolverines. As Smiley will take a seat. Second.
Yep, line drive, nothing but net, and the
So
free
we're
throws.
8 for 8.
Yeah. So Wolverines are out to a 22-4 lead here. Nice play there by number 20, McCardle. To
And
tap it.
Wolverines
Oh,
ball.
wow. I'm wondering if McCardle.
Hendrickson was kind of fighting for that one.
Yeah, I'm wondering if McCardle may have hit that sideline.
Number 30 checks in.
Yep, and that'll be Rossman for New Brighton as the ball is inbounded here quickly. New Brighton's not watching. A.J. Smith could catch him. Oh, now they check. Nice pass off the walls. Handoff here to Biondi. Euro step up and over. It's up, no good. Rebound's going to be tipped out of bounds. It's going to
Goes
stay.
out of bounds and stays with the Wolverines.
Yep, with 37.6 left here in this first quarter.
Biondi to inbound.
Coming through here. Hendrickson, they'll go to the top of the point now, and that is A.J. Smith. Setting up the offense here, looking for a screen. He'll drive all the way to the hoop, roller up, and it's good. Nice bucket by A.J. Smith. That'll now give him, I think, 8 points. It's 24-4. Run and gun situation here for New Brighton. It's going to be stolen there by Biondi. Biondi got a 3-on-2. He'll turn the corner, pass out of it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will look to drive. He's going to be pushed, but no call. It's going to go back to New Brighton. And the physicality, Dakota, is there. So they're letting them play. And, again, we're okay with that as long as it goes both ways. So 10.2 officially.
Hopefully it's not indicative of how
I hope
physical
not.
this varsity game's going to be.
It can get nasty real fast. Ball inbound here, double team. Pass over here, 5 seconds remaining. Quickly up here. Half court line here, stolen by Biondi. He'll look to turn. He does, but
And at the end of 1, Wolverines lead 24-4.
wow, what a start from the Wolverines coming out
And
early.
8 fouls? 9 fouls total.
8 fouls to 3, I believe it was. So we'll take a timeout, folks. First quarter JV game is in the books. We'll come back. We'll start the second quarter. Wolverines already up by 20. All right, folks, welcome back. Your second quarter underway here. Once again, we do apologize. Internet has not been kind to us so far in this one. So
Smiley for 3, no good.
Rebound
Smith
there.
with the rebound to Alvarez, no good. Alvarez gets it again, and it's good. And a personal official timeout as number 21 possibly injured.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I think
They're taking him off,
yeah,
and 13 is going to check in.
yeah, and I think he was probably hit somewhere.
Lions player kind of talking to the official a bit.
So looking inbound are New Brighton Lions. They've been having trouble all night long. They barely get this one in, and all of a sudden now they break the press. 2-on-1. Layup is no good. A little too hard there. Rebound is going to go to number 1, and that being King. Offensive rebound for the first time tonight as a score once again indicative of what's happening. Shot is no good. Rebound's going to be out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with New Brighton.
Yes, as Biondi chased it, he was last to touch it. And any of our officials paying attention that New Brighton's trying to call for a timeout?
It's a ball being inbounded here once again there by Randolph. Tipped ball, tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds. I think it's going to be off of, they're going to say, I believe,
Richie
Ellwood.
said it'll stay with New Brighton.
Yep.
He's not calling for it now, so I don't know what's going on.
So once again, Randolph looking to inbound.
Got to get it in, and he does.
Yep. Passed around there to number 12, that being Bloom. Back out here for 3, high archer.
And it's good.
Yeah, nice shot by number 13, Ellison. And that almost doubled up the points, 26-7 now. A big shot needed for New Brighton.
And Smith with a returning 3.
Yeah, the answer by A.J. Smith. And just like that, the lead continues to go up, 29-7 now. Outlet pass here once again to Ellison. Fakes the layup, but he's going to be blocked there from behind. Rebound does go up, though. So the bucket is good. I think that was by number 1, King. Lead now is 29-9.
So, yes. Biondi now with the ball, gets it across the timeline.
Nice
gets it to
pass.
Alvarez, and it's up and good.
What a nice
Makes
look
it
there.
31-9.
What a nice look there by Biondi making that pass. Outlet here, taken by, once again, number 13, Ellison. He's stripped from behind by Jeff Coate, number 13. He outlets to Smith. Smith bringing the ball up, hands off to Alvarez. Runner is up short. Rebound goes to New Brighton.
Number 3. He passes it, and it goes out of bounds straight to Ricky Roth.
Yeah, so that'll be another turnover here for New Brighton. And folks, we do apologize once again. Internet just, it's not pretty. We're pretty much redlining from here on out. So we'll see if we can try to get this fixed as soon as we can. Halftime cannot come soon enough. Not only for us, but for the New Brighton Lions, who are down now 31-9. Wow.
Smiley now with the ball. Passing and 21 check back in for the Lions. Biondi now to inbound.
So 4:48 mark here, 31-9. Inbound here coming through, A.J. Smith. Now Jeff Coate instead. He'll get the ball. Driving Smiley. Kicked out here to A.J. Smith for 3. Bending, no good. Halfway down. Rebound Alvarez battling there. Gets his own rebound again. Kicks out. Around the horn we go. Smiley. Kick in the corner. Smith will fake the 3. Drive. Back out to Smiley. He'll take the 3. Looking good, but off to the left. That is something we're pushing
foul.
Yeah.
On Smith. I think that's going to be his first, team's first this quarter. So Lions 2 inbound the ball. Gets it into number 1. And ball is tipped off of one of the Lions and will go out of bounds. So number 30 checks in for the Lions for number 13. And Biondi to inbound. Gets it to Smith, who will bring it across the timeline. Back to Biondi. Smith now. Over to Smiley, back to Biondi. Hendrickson now. Smiley underneath. It's up and good. Makes the score now 33-9 with 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Okay, first jump ball, and it is in favor of the Lions. So number 22 to inbound the ball for the Lions now. He's got to get it in. And stolen by Smiley. He'll get across the timeline. Goes up, and he is fouled, so he's going to the line for 2. So that's going to be on number 1, I believe. It's going to be his 3rd, I think. Team's first of the quarter. Smiley to the line for 2. First shot by Smiley, up and good. This Wolverines 9 for 9. Second shot forthcoming from Smiley. It's up and good. 10 for 10. Wolverines 100% from the free throw line tonight. Gets the ball in. And he will bring it across the timeline. It is number 3 for the Lions. Number 30 up and good. Makes the score now 35-11.
Yeah, nice bucket there from Rossman. Just using the bank there. Lead down to 24. They had a 20-point lead, so technically the Wolverines have outscored New Brighton by 4 in this quarter. Shot from Biondi for 3. Up, no good. Rebounds going to be taken there by Wallace. Outlets to AJ. He'll take that 3. Why not? The bank, no good.
And he gets fouled.
Yeah, he does.
So I didn't catch who that's on. But Lions' second foul now. Got a couple changes coming after this first shot by AJ Smith. First shot is good. Now 11 for 11. Oh, so he was outside of the three-point with that foul. So he's actually getting 3 shots for that one. Second shot is no good. Now 11 for 12. Number 20 checks back in for the Lions. And third shot no good. So makes it 11 for 13 for the Wolverines.
Outlet pass there, somehow recovered by King. Outlets there. Shot is no good by Rossman, but the bank is back and up and good by number 21, Darich. My apologies. So bucket good there is, well, the lead's just hindering around 23 or 24 points. Unfortunately, ball will be tipped around, punched almost. It's going to be recovered here by Hendrickson. That should not be over and back at all, but
that should be tipped ball,
yeah.
So it should be fair game. But number 13, Jeffcoat checks back in for Wolverines.
Again, folks, we do apologize, but internet has not been pretty at all. There's not much we can do until we get to halftime. Ball inbounded here with 2:30 remaining. Taken there by King. Down 23. Drive there to the hoop. Shot. Ill-advised shot. No good. Rebound by Biondi. He'll hold it and slow down the ball here with about 2:20 remaining. Bring up to the court. Off to Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat wide open. He'll take that 3. Bending, no good. Punched around, taken there by Hendrickson on the fly.
Gets it to Smiley.
Yep, Smiley with the rebound. He'll drive the hoop. He is fouled, but no call, and it's going to go out of bounds and go back to, well, the Wolverines.
Lions.
To the Lions. And I tell you what, Dakota, I don't know if you've noticed it, but there is a lot of chirping going on this court right now. It is. I'm really surprised somebody hasn't said something. Pass there quickly up here. Taken there by Darich. He'll go to the corner, taken by King. Minute 45. He'll pass out to the point here, and that being McCardle. He'll do the runner. Shot's no good. It'll go back to the Wolverines.
Number 14 checks back in for the Lions. Number 20 will take a seat. And number 13 checks back in. Number 1 will take a seat. Not number 1. Yes, number 1. They couldn't decide. Jeffcoat now gets it back to Biondi. Biondi directing traffic, gets it across the timeline.
Nice
Smiley.
extra pass. On the court, though, it's going to be recovered by the Lions. Outlet here. Bringing the ball up once again. Setting a point now. Derich looking for somebody to pass to. He'll drive instead. The runner's no good. Rebound's going to be taken there by Wallace. Quickly outlets to Hendrickson, left wide open. The layup is good. 38-13. Good bucket there by Hendrickson with just a minute remaining in the first half.
Lions calling for some help as he needs to get it inbound, and he does. But taken there by Biondi.
Biondi turns the corner, looking to drive all the way to the hoop. He'll put. I like this call. Let him talk, figure it out, because this is getting a little too chippy.
I don't think he got a technical, but he sat.
Assistant coach, or technically Coach Ricky Roth went and said, we don't want any messing with this. We don't want to deal any damage. I'm wondering if they did call it, though.
I mean, they only put one foul up on the board.
We'll see if that changes or not. 30.1 seconds, 38-13, 2 fouls apiece. Keep an eye on this, see if they change it or not, but I think we're playing on.
Yeah, so I think it was just the holding call.
Yeah, just the common foul. Inbounds play here. Set on that side. Derich will bring the ball up here, looking to drive all the way to the hoop. The floater's up and it rolls through. It's good. It makes the score now 38-15. Wolverines will see if they like to hold for the last shot here with 15 seconds remaining. Smiley with the ball. Reaching by Derich. No call there. Might as well if they're not going to call anything. Smiley drives. Goes all the way to the hoop. And then we're going to call a travel.
So turnover by the Wolverines, number 22, to inbound for the Lions.
Quickly inbounded there to Derich on that sideline. Pass over here to number 12, Bloom. Bloom all the way up. Left open for three. I think that shot was altered by Alvarez. Yep. So the bucket's no good, and that will make the halftime score
of half 38-15 in favor of the Wolverines.
And a dominating first half there by Ellwood across the board. Unfortunately, we're not going to have stats. We can just kind of. If you didn't hear,
Brad's been dealing with internet.
Yeah.
That's why I've been calling a lot of this game.
Yeah, the internet was good when we started, and all of a sudden it goes to crap. So, folks, if you are paying attention or can hear us or even see us, we're going to take a break. It's halftime. Wolverines up by 23. All right, folks, welcome back into the Lincoln High School Big Gym. I think we got something established here. Basically, we're on our third to fourth hotspot, and you got 2 phones that you could possibly use and 2 hotspots that are officially made for this and are paid to actually run, and unfortunately, that's just not the case sometimes. So, first half, all in favor of the Wolverines, 38-15. They're looking to add to it as Tyler Smiley's shot is no good. Rebound is going to be tipped around and recovered by New Brighton. Dakota, a first half that we saw spread across the board. Everybody that has played for the Wolverines has scored a point so far in this one.
And a travel.
Yeah. And
so that's going to be another turnover in favor of the Wolverines.
And that was going to be the next key to this one so far in the first half. Turnover, turnover, turnover. The New Brighton Lions have turned the ball over, I would say probably right around that 15 mark already, if not more. And the officials are letting them play, and fouls aren't being called. And, well, as I said,
that foul is called. Brad's doing an opposite jinx now. That foul is going to be on number 1 or 10. One of the 2 of those. I'm guessing 10.
Was that one hand like this?
Yeah.
Okay, that means 10. Yep. So if it's 1, you'll just see that.
So that one's on 10. First shot by Alvarez is good. Makes us
39,
12
15.
for
we're perfect.
13?
Or no, we missed one free
or
throw.
12
You're
for
right.
14, excuse me.
We missed one or
we
two
missed
free
2.
throws. Second one bounced around, no good. Rebound's going to be taken there again by number 10. That is McCardle. McCardle looking to drive. Splits through the defenders left and right. Shots up, and the bank is good. Nice bucket by New Brighton Lions. Now 39-17. Rolling clock here at the 6:12 mark. A.J. Smith brings the ball up. Playing there beside Biondi. He'll hand off. Biondi cuts the corner here. Looking to drive. Kicks back out to Smith. Fakes a shot. Back corner. Alvarez. Turnaround shot is no good. No foul called. Again, they're letting them play. It has been hack-a-shack. That's how it's been, folks. Shot there is no good. Rebound by Biondi. Biondi looking to bring it up. New Brighton kind of caught just watching. He'll cut the corner. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Ellison. He'll pass out to Derich. Sorry, this is Bloom. Bloom will bring it up here. Again, folks, we do not have the JV roster, so we're kind of playing by what we've got. Shot, rebound, no good. Rebounded by Biondi. Biondi, outlets. Smith, big dribble, all the way to the hoop. It's up and it's good. Nice play there by Biondi for the rebound and assist there. Good dribbling by Smith. He took 2 dribbles and he was all the way to the hoop. 41-17 now. Pass over to the far side. McCardle takes that shot. Line drive, shot no good. Backside rebound's going to be taken by, I believe, Jeffcoat, although we're going to have a scrum for it. He will do the...
Taken by Smith.
Yeah, he'll do the handoff there to Smith. Under 5 minutes remaining. Pass over to Biondi. Biondi for 3, bending. It's good. Gino Biondi for 3, and it's now 44-17 in favor of the Wolverines. Bloom brings the ball up here. Pass through the middle to Ellison. Backdoor cut. Derrick's shot is up, and it's good. Nice play there. Tic-tac-toe by the New Brighton Lions right up the middle. 44-19. Rolling clock. 4:25 mark. I think we finally have some good internet for once in this building. Smith, shot there. Shot is up, no good. There is no wood, unfortunately. You have to go down below. Smith with the rebound from Alvarez. You think we would have Wi-Fi at some point. Passer to Smiley. Smiley, backdoor cut. Shot's no good. Rebound, Alvarez spinning alley-oop. Turnaround left and right, no good.
Alvarez got his own rebound and gets fouled.
I think if you do a 360 spin, I don't know how in the world you don't travel, but Alvarez is smiling.
So that foul is on number 3. That's got to be his 4th at least, Brad.
Somewhere in that ballpark range.
So Alvarez to the line for 2.
First free throw a little bit too hard. Hits
And
the
it's
back
good.
rim. It's good, yeah. Finds a way to fall through.
Wholesale changes here as number 22 and 1 check back in for the Lions.
So Alvarez looking for his second shot here. Unfortunately, again, no stats because we've been messing with internet for a whole quarter. Shot is up, and it's good. So that makes the score now 46-19. A big lead, now up to 27 as the clock has not started here. Clock has still not started. Somebody needs to let them know the clock has not started, other than me. Smith for three, and it's up, and it's good. Bucket is good. So it's now 49-19, and mercy me, we got a 30-point lead as now the clock officially starts 40 seconds later. I'm being very direct right now, if you didn't realize. Derek, shot from three is no good, rebounded by Jeffcoat. 30-point lead for the Wolverines, so rolling clock from here on out. That's good because we've got teacher appreciation night. Smiley in the corner. Back up to the point here, we'll reset. Back off to Smiley. Backdoor cuts here. All the way to the far side, Smith. Smith looking for Jeffcoat. He gets it to him. Down low to the blocks. Smiley turns the corner. Lefty, righty now.
And
it's up and it's good. Nice play there by Tyler Smith.
Smiley.
Tyler Smith. We'll take Tyler Smith. It's Tyler, Smiley, and A.J. Smith. And a little bit of Jeffcoat there with the assist. Picks up his dribble in the corners. Bloom out to Ellison. It's going to be stripped there, although Bloom recovers. Back to Bloom on the close side. Through the middle is Derich. Bloom will turn and take that shot. Looks good, but a little too hard. Rebound there by Alvarez. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolverines.
Really wholesale changes this time as 24, 30,
Oh boy.
14, and 3 all check in.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers there.
4 for the first time, I believe, tonight, Brad.
Yep. So ball inbound here. Again, folks, rolling clock. As a 30-point lead is up on the board for the Wolverines. Cut
and stripped there as Lions now get possession.
Yeah, A.J. Smith tried to split two defenders. Unfortunately, he got caught there. Passed over to the close side. Taken there. Handoff here to McCradle. McCradle turns the corner. Shot from three. Looks good. It actually hit the net, so it was an optical illusion there. Shot was no good. Alvarez off to Biondi. Biondi driving now to the hoop. Almost lost it. Kick out to Jeffcoat. Thought about it. I'll reset with 2 minutes left in his third quarter. Checking in was Kincaid. So Elijah Kincaid gets the ball. He'll pick up his dribble, hand off to Smith. Backdoor cut. Dribble. Drive for three. No good. Rebound. Alvarez. Put back. No good. He's battling. And we play on. New Brighton with the ball. Lines cut through the middle here. Runners no good. We'll carry on. I think we're going to get a tie.
And jump ball in favoring the Lions.
Yep. So they'll stay with New Brighton here. As we're going to get A.J. Simmons, who forgets to take off his warm-up jersey.
There
and
we
we'll
go.
see Ian. Make sure everybody's good.
Smith and Alvarez take a seat. Ian Aquino-Gibbons and Simmons both check in for the Wolverines.
Runner shot there is no good, but I think we're going to get
a pushing foul.
Yeah, shot over the top there, basically.
I'm going to say possibly Elijah Kincaid, but I don't know that for sure.
Yep. And again, folks, with the rolling clock, they take about 10 to 15 some seconds after the whistle. First free throw there is good. Let me see if I can get some names here again. My apologies. We do appreciate the scorer, Tom Littell, trying to help us out. Shot is no good. Rebound there taken by the Lions offense. For three, line drive, no good. Backdoor rebound, no good. It's going to be taken there by, I believe, New Brighton. And now it's going to be tied up. And actually,
Biondi with the ball.
Yeah, Gino Biondi comes out with it. Biondi turns the corner here. Kick out there to Kincaid. 30-some seconds remaining. Far court pass here to Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat. A little bit of a dribble drive. Out to Simmons for three. Oh, boy. That would bring down the house. Ian gets the backdoor rebound. Out to Kincaid. Now to Jeffcoat. Thought about it. He'll hold one more time. Kincaid cuts that corner. He'll take the three. Why not? Bank is no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds off of New Brighton. Oh, they're going to say actually it's New Brighton ball, but with 4 seconds, rolling clock, 3, 2. I don't think we're going to get this inbounded. We do, and the shot is no good. So at the end of the third quarter, folks, it's 51-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll bring you fourth quarter action of this JV game. Wolverines up by 31. All right, folks, welcome back here. Fourth quarter about ready to go. We will have a rolling clock as we hit that 30-point mark. Wolverines will start with the ball here. Drive to the hoop by A.J. Smith. Shot is no good. He'll tip it out. I think it's going to be recovered there by Alvarez. Alvarez with the ball.
Gets it to Smith.
We'll hand off back to Alvarez. Backdoor cut. I like that move. Kincaid as they kick it out, and we'll reset. Good screen there from Kincaid. Kick in the corner. Alvarez, he'll come around the corner, looking to put it up. Kick out. Kincaid for 3. Bank is no good. Rebound's going to be taken there by Derich. Derich outlets here to number 10. That's Randolph. Randolph all the way up to McCradle. It's up and it's good. So bucket is good there by number 20. That's McCardle for 2. 51-22.
Smith gets it across the timeline to Alvarez.
Alvarez kind of running the same set here. Kincaid will kind of recover.
So jump ball favoring New Brighton Lions. All 3 jump balls have favored New Brighton tonight, Brad.
And I don't think we have to worry about crossing that mark that was set by the girls' game in that New Brighton game. I don't think that one's going to be crossed anytime soon. We'll reset here. New Brighton comes across the timeline with Bloom. Bloom running the point. He'll think about the 3. He does shoot it. Looked good, just short. Rebounded there by Ian. He'll outlet here, set up by A.J. Smith. A.J. will get a screen here from Alvarez. Alvarez. Now Smith looking to hand off to Simmons, looking for the backdoor cut. Simmons gets the ball here. Thought about the 3. Pass down low, stolen there by Derich. Derich will take the ball. Got a 1-on-3 machine rolling to the hoop. It's up and it's good. Nice play there by Derich right to the hoop. That makes it score 51-24.
Ian inbounds to Smith. And a wholesale change is getting ready to happen for the Lions at next stoppage.
Yep. Pass a little too hard
ball
there.
Goes out of bounds.
Yep, pass too hard there for Kincaid to hold on to. As we'll let Dakota get all those changes.
Apparently they also called a timeout. So a full timeout taken by the New Brighton Lions.
Okay, so that's our first timeout
I
of
won't
the game.
get the numbers till we come back on
the So you'll call them out, and we'll get some names here. Again, we do apologize, folks. We do have a varsity roster, the JV roster. Sometimes teams change numbers, and that is the case for New Brighton. When they go from JV, they've got different numbers. When they go to varsity, they'll change the numbers, and it's a lot, to say the least. So,
and on top of that, Brad was dealing with internet for the first half. So.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Again,
right,
folks, we do apologize. Internet was an issue, but we think we have it figured
number
out.
Number 1, number 4, 30, 14, and 22.
Okay, so number 1, that's King.
4.
Number 4, that being Soto.
14.
14 being Blake.
30.
30 being Rossman.
And 22.
And 22 being Kazar. So there we go. So I think we got things figured out just the slightest bit here.
5 minutes left on the rolling clock here.
Back to New Brighton here out of that timeout. Down 27. Pass over there to Soto. Looking to drive. He'll cut back to the left side. Pass out there to number 14 Blake. Blake to the hoop. He's going to take one extra step.
He traveled.
Yep. One too many extra steps there. You got to stop and pop, but his coach there kind of giving him instructions. Hey, I like the move, but you got to stop.
All right, Biondi inbounds. He checked back in, as did Simmons.
Smith turns the corner. Kick out here to Simmons. Thinking about that three. Almost lost dribble. He'll recover. He'll pass back out to Smith. Smith will cut the corner here. Get the little floater. It's going to be stolen there and taken by Rossman. Rossman with the ball here. Now King setting up the point. Almost lost the dribble. He'll recover. Pass over to the far side. Now Blake. Blake turned that corner. Thinking about it. He'll drive off to Rossman. Rossman, pass over to King. Thought about it. He will pull up for that three-line drive. Looked good, just a little short. Rebound's going to be tipped and taken there by Smith. Smith, 1-on-5. He'll pull it back out. Smart move there by A.J. Smith. In fact, we're going to get a timeout. I like this move, too. Timeout is going to be taken there by the Wolverines. Ricky Ruff.
And a full timeout at that.
Yep.
And after that timeout, Ian Aquino-Gibbons and Elijah Kincaid will check back in for the Wolverines.
All right, folks, we'll take one more timeout. 3:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Folks, welcome back here. Ball inbound and out of the timeout. That full timeout taken by the Wolverines. Just looking to reset. Drive by Simmons. Drives the baseline. Pass over to Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat a little bit down that baseline as well. Back over to Ian. Out to Simmons for three. Shot is short, and I think we're going to get
and there's a foul.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 4 foul, pushing foul behind Ian. I think Ian Aquino-Gibbons had that established court area. Oh no, they're gonna call it on the three-pointer. Wow.
Okay, so Simmons going to the line for 3.
Oh boy, folks, this may bring down the house. Oh boy. Ethan Simmons' first shot, no good. He'll get 2 more attempts here, folks. I like what he's doing here. Reset. Oh, my goodness. Just missed again. Here we go. Third free throw attempt. Oh, they're going to call over.
And lane violation.
Oh, too good. I like it. Ricky Roth telling everybody to get back. 3:16 remaining. 51-24. This one pretty much is in hands. King brings the ball up. Oh, he got away with a turnover dribble there. Shot no good there. Rebound backside. Shot turnaround. Wow, what a shot by number 22, Kazar. Turn around. Got the fadeaway looking like LeBron James out here. Yes, I referenced LeBron James. In the corner, Ethan Simmons for 3. Oh, my goodness gracious. You can't make it up, folks.
That's an impressive
one. Let's put a point up there and take it off for Simmons. You get a point, you lose a point. And you know what? We'll lose a point every moment this is up there. There's a point lost. And the bucket is good. So that will put the bucket back. So in the end, folks, it's still 51-26. And he said, the official said the bucket is no good. You can't make it up. Oh, man. What a Friday. King with the ball here. 2:45 remaining. Pass off here to number 20, McCardle. McCardle turns the corner, looking to drive, kick out to Rossman. Looking for somebody to cut through the middle. Rossman should just drive if he got it. In fact, he'll pass out McCardle. Down in the corner here. Taken here by Soto. Soto picks up his dribble. King resets here, thinks about it. He will take that three. It's no good. Rebounded by Ian. Ian now up to 4 rebounds in this one. 2:15 remaining. Biondi. Hand off here to Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat turns the corner. Out to Kincaid. Kincaid now cross court to Biondi. Quickly over to Simmons. Simmons for 3. It's no good. Backside rebound there by Kazar. Kazar bringing the ball up here. Under 2 minutes remaining. Nice resistance there. He'll turn the corner. He'll go away to the hoop. Rebound Rossman, and he will be fouled.
And Ian gets the foul this time. His first, team's first this quarter.
So I think that's going to be a floor foul.
Alvarez checks in as well as Smith. And number 3 for the Lions.
So inbounding is New Brighton. They do get it in here to McCardle. McCardle turns the corner. Lefty shot no good. We tipped around, taken there by Soto. Soto will pull back. He'll take that line drive. Bank is open for 3. It's good. 51-29 now. Lead, the shortest it's, or the lowest it's been, down to 22. Kincaid thought about it. He'll pull it back out. And although he'll turn the corner, it'll find its way to Alvarez. Alvarez passing out of this corner to Simmons. Simmons, oh boy, here we go. Driving to the hoop. He maintains it, but unfortunately he does travel. So it'll go back one more time here to New Brighton. 44 seconds, rolling clock here. Again, a 30-point mercy roll in effect, although the lead's down to 22. McCardle turns the corner, takes a deep 3 from 28 feet. The bank is open again. 51-32, 6 points in a row from the bank row. My goodness. Smith turns the corner here, 22 seconds. Pass out there to Ian. Ian turns around. He'll take that shot. Runner's no good. Tip there, taken by Cox. He'll turn the corner. Pass up here to McCardle for 3. No good. Backside rebound taken there by Kazar. One extra pass to Soto. 3 seconds. Thinks about it. He should shoot it. McCardle from almost half court. It's no good. So, at the end of 4, the final score in favor of the Ellwood City Wolverines JV team, 51-32. Folks, we've had everything already in a span of an hour. We've had internet issues, we've had number issues, we've had stat issues, we've had issues upon issues. It's a clean swipe. So, final score in the JV game, 51-32. We'll take a break here. They put up 24 minutes. We know that the Teacher Appreciation Night is in between games. It's supposed to happen here real shortly. We'll take a quick little break. We'll come back. We'll do Teacher Appreciation Night and then Varsity game at the bottom of the hour. Stay with us, folks, here on Ellwood City Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the Ellwood City Wolverines and the New Brighton Lions. This evening, we are thrilled to host Teacher Appreciation Night, a special occasion for our senior basketball players and cheerleaders to recognize and celebrate the incredible educators who have inspired, guided, and shaped the future of our community. At this time, we would like to introduce the outstanding educators who are with us tonight. Each of these teachers was chosen for going above and beyond in making a difference in the student lives. First, we would like to introduce Mrs. Dina Noble, escorted by cheerleader Ava Robbins. Mrs. Noble has been teaching for 21 years. She teaches algebra and calculus to grades 10 through 12. She's been married for over 22 years to her husband Ryan and has two children, Claire, 18, who is a freshman at Clarion, and Jay, 16, who is a sophomore at New Horizons School. Ava said, "I chose Mrs. Noble as my teacher because she has always helped me understand my math better than anyone else and always listens to me complain in the mornings coming into the first period. I love playing health scratch with her and doing the word wordy. I'm so glad I get to spend my senior year with Mrs. Noble and that she gets to hand me my diploma at the end of it." Mrs. Noble said, "I am honored to be here tonight with Ava. I am privileged to have had her in 2 courses at Lincoln. Ava is currently one of the best students in my pre-calculus class. She's one of the brightest and most conscientious students in the senior class. Ava also has a very sweet personality, and I'm certain she has a bright future ahead of her at Pitt."
Okay, next we have is Mrs. Melissa Pigza, escorted by Holly Palmer. Mrs. Pigza has been teaching at Ellwood City for 21 years. She teaches 11th grade English, AP English Language and Composition, Career and Financial Literacy, and Newspaper. She has been married to her husband Justin for 27 years and has 2 adult children, a son Darren, who coaches bocce at Lincoln High School and works as a dishwasher at Christie's Restaurant, and a daughter, Olivia, an oncology nurse who lives in the Washington, D.C. area with her husband Jack and puppy Ruby. Holly said, "I chose Mrs. Pigza because she is a kind and understanding teacher who goes out of her way to make her class fun for the students. We did a handful of fun presentations and parties that made her class my favorite. She is an amazing role model and who I have learned so much from." Mrs. Pigza said, "What an honor to be asked here tonight by Holly. She's a driven, conscientious, and hardworking student, and I cannot wait to see what her future holds. But what makes me most proud of Holly is the way she treats others. She is always kind and inclusive with her classmates and respectful of her teachers. I know Holly has a very bright future ahead." Once again, Mrs. Pigza.
And now we have Mrs. Cindy Friello, escorted by Madeline Lisco. Mrs. Friello has been teaching for 20 years. She teaches business and computer classes at Lincoln. She is married to her husband Mike and has 3 children. Madeline said, "I chose Mrs. Friello because she always makes school fun and engaging. I also appreciate all the time she lets me hang out in her room and listens to me anytime I need to talk to someone." Mrs. Friello said, "It has been a pleasure to have Madeline through the years. Ever since junior high, she has been a hardworking student, and I've been lucky to get to know her, not only through classes, but also the clubs and activities that she is involved in. I can always count on Maddie to rise to the occasion without question. If it wasn't for her, I'm not sure we would ever get the yearbook done. I am proud of all that she has done and can't wait to see what she accomplishes in the future."
Next up we have is Mrs. Beth Schertz, escorted by Alexi Barnhart. Ms. Schertz has been teaching at Ellwood City for 31 years and teaches 2nd grade. She is married to Brian Schertz and has 3 children and 3 grandchildren. Lexi said, "Mrs. Schertz was my 2nd grade teacher, and she was always very nice and patient. She made learning fun for me, and I can still remember the fun activities and songs she created to help us learn. Her kindness and creativity made a lasting impact on my education. Teachers like Mrs. Schertz truly make a difference in the students' lives." Mr. Schertz says, "I was very surprised and humbled to be chosen by Lexi. Lexi was a teacher's dream student. She was always polite, cooperative, and kind to others, and eager to learn. I asked her what her plans were following graduation. She told me she wants to pursue a career in education. All I could think of is how lucky her students will be to have her as a teacher."
And now we have Miss Casey Filatico, escorted by Ariana Warzinski. Miss Filatico has been teaching English for 15 years. Ariana said, "I've had this teacher every year since I came back from being in online school. She's the kindest soul you will ever meet and an amazing teacher. I appreciate her so much." Ms. Filatico said of Ariana, "I have known Ariana just about her entire high school career. Her kindness, work ethic, and sense of humor have always made her a standout student, and I'm so glad to be part of her senior year."
Next we have is Mrs. Kia Sipe, escorted by Zane Stoker. Mrs. Sipe has been a teacher for 6 years, with 5 of those years in Ellwood. She currently teaches 3rd grade and is married to Officer Sipe and has 2 bonus children, Braden, a senior, and Jackson, a 7th grader. Zane said she's a very good coach, even though she pushes me to the point I'm stressed. She's good at it, and I admire it, as I am grateful to have her as my coach. Mrs. Sipe said, although I met Zane last year when he decided to try out for cheering, I can say without a doubt he has worked real hard to be where he is today. He was new to the district and eager to join our squad. It was very apparent that he was willing to work hard and determined to be involved. Zane brings a smile to someone's face in any situation. He is always willing to have a conversation and is very charismatic. Zane always wants to learn more, which will help him be very successful in his next chapter of life. Thank you for choosing me, Zane, and although our time together is almost over, my door is always open to chat, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck in this next chapter.
And now we have Mrs. Kim Briggs, escorted by Sierra Panagua. Mrs. Briggs has been teaching for 20 years. She teaches biology and forensics to students in grades 10 through 12. She is married to Andy and has 3 children, Anderson 9, Conrad 5, and Mean Dean, who is 4. Sierra said, I chose Mrs. Briggs because it's been a lot of fun to be in her AP class this year, and I'm grateful she kept the class even though it's just Ava and me. She keeps a good balance of talking to us and still making sure we work hard. Mrs. Briggs said, Sierra is a standout student, not only for her dedication and hard work, but also for surviving zoology with me and still deciding to stick around. After enduring dissections, lots of notes, and my endless jokes, she didn't completely hate me and bravely took on the challenge of AP biology. Her resilience, positive attitude, and sense of humor make her a joy to teach.
Next we have is Mrs. Jolene Krupa, escorted by Brandon Hendrickson. Mrs. Krupa has been teaching for 19 years. She teaches Algebra 2 and Financial Math. She is married to Kyle, who is celebrating a birthday today, so happy birthday, Kyle, and has 2 children, Kyla, 20, a junior at Chatham University, and Caleb, 16, a sophomore at Lincoln High School playing point guard and number 2 on the varsity team. Hendo said Mrs. Krupa goes above and beyond to make sure everyone is having a good day and gets their work done. She is also very nice and welcoming and always there if you need her advice. Best teacher I've ever had. Mrs. Krupa said, I am so honored to have been chosen by Hendo. He is such a sweet and respectful young man. Even though he is a man of few words, I have enjoyed getting to know him over the past 2 years. He is a joy to have in class, and I have loved watching him on the court. I am so glad to have the opportunity to get to know him and will cherish the final few months together. He is an amazing young man, and I look forward to seeing where life takes him.
And now we have Mr. Sam Berry, escorted by Chris Smiley. Mr. Berry has been teaching for 23 years. He teaches 9th through 12th grade American history, world cultures, genocide, and sociology. Chris said, I chose Mr. Berry because he is a great guy and gave me my first job. I always go into his room and interrupt his class, but I'm his favorite and he does not care. I am grateful that I have a teacher like Mr. Berry that I can go and talk to. Mr. Berry said, Chris is a remarkable young man, easygoing, friendly, and charming, always smiling. Chris's easygoing personality hides his determination to succeed. Chris has represented EC at the highest level of athletics and proven he has the skills to be successful in life.
This one has a really good first name. Next we have is Mr. Brad Arbentina, escorted by Chucky Schweinsberg. Mr. Arbentina has been teaching for 30 years and teaches 8th grade social studies. He is married to his wife Stephanie and has 1 son who teaches social studies in Virginia. Chucky said, I chose Mr. Arbs because he was my main man to talk to throughout all the years when I was in this school. His class had a lot of memories of us messing around and talking about sports, especially Pitt sports. Even though I have not been in his class for several years, we still talk about Pitt to this day on their up and down days. Mr. Arbs said, Chucky is a true blue Pitt fan. Enough said, P-I-T-T, and we know how tough that is.
And now we have Mrs. Tina Emmerich, escorted by Dom Wallace. Mrs. Emmerich has been teaching for 20 years and teaches math and English for grades 9 through 12. She is married to her husband, Ryan, and has a daughter, McKenna, and a son, Rance. Dom said, I chose Mrs. Emmerich because she is a very generous person. She has helped me out with a lot of problems that I struggle with. She has always been that person that I could talk to about anything. She has helped me with all my makeup work, making sure I'm on task with everything so I can be successful. I can't thank her enough for everything she has done for me through my high school journey. Thank you, Mrs. Emmerich. Mrs. Emmerich said, Dom, having you in class has been so rewarding as a teacher. I thank you for always being so kind, polite, and funny. I wish you all the best in your future plans.
And finally, we have Miss Shannon McGuire, escorted by Matt Flumer. Miss McGuire has been teaching for 21 years and teaches 8th grade reading. She has 3 children, Audrey, 16, Liam, 14, Declan, 9, and 2 dogs, Jack and Bruno. Matt said Mrs. McGuire is a great teacher and always been super kind and supportive. Mrs. McGuire said that Matt was an 8th grade student during the height of the pandemic. Throughout that very memorable moment, Matt was a very memorable student in a very memorable class. What stands out about Matt, other than his height, is his kind and outgoing personality, along with his ability to keep class fun and interesting. As junior high teachers quickly get forgotten as our students move on, it's an honor to be recognized tonight.
Let's give one big round of applause for these incredible educators. They are the heart and soul of our school, and we are so grateful for their commitment to excellence and the difference they make every day in the lives of our children. We're now going to have them all remain on the court for a ceremonial picture. Brad, what a great thing they do here. A tradition they started here several years back. Have the cheerleader seniors and the basketball boys players, seniors, come out and recognize the teachers.
And we cannot say enough words about these teachers. They have done so much, and they may not want to hear this coming from me, but there's a couple teachers out there that was still here when I was a student about 15 or plus years ago. So
some of those teachers, showing my age, went to school with me back in the late 80s, early 90s, a few after that. I'll tell you one common theme there, and I think a lot of teachers don't get enough credit for what they deal with each and every day. But the common theme there, I heard you say and Miss a lot, someone to talk to.
Yes.
And that just, they're all great teachers. But man, when you're that teacher that kids you connect with and they can go talk to, yeah, you're impacting them in whatever you're teaching, history, math, whatever it might be. But that next level stuff where it's just someone to go talk to, whatever it may be, you cannot put a value on that.
It's just so simple as, hey, did you catch that Penguins loss to Anaheim Ducks last night? Just a comment like that would make all the difference.
But you take some of them kids, it's just good to maybe just sit down and talk to them. And we know a lot of the teachers here in the school, and in other schools you're obviously a teacher, Brad, and it's just an appreciation to all teachers. But tonight we get to highlight some of the ones here in our school.
Yep, and they're not the only ones. We got a bunch of them taking tickets at the doors.
Yes, we do.
As well as outside taking the tickets out there. There's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts to make this happen. People don't realize how much staff members actually work during games. So with that being said, folks, 15 minutes are up on the board. We'll take one more timeout. We'll expect about a 7:35 tip-off here. We'll come back. Varsity matchup. It's New Brighton Lions against your Ellwood City Wolverines next on Ellwood City Sports.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you from Lincoln High School Big Gym as the new Brighton Lions take the short travel up Route 65 and find themselves here at Ellwood City for this section matchup game tonight. New Brighton coming in with a record of 4-9, 3-4 in conference play. The Wolverines coming in at 10-6. And a very impressive, I'll say, Brad, at 6-2 in conference play. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst, Dakota Marshall on camera on this Teacher Appreciation Night. Hope you enjoyed the in-between of JV and varsity game festivities. If not, you can always go back to our YouTube channel and check everything out. Brad, go ahead there with the lineup, with the standings.
Yep, there's the standings on your screen, folks. Once again, Aliquippa with that victory over Mohawk. They bump back to number 1 in Whitfield 3A section games so far. Aliquippa 7-0 in section play. Mohawk's just 7-1. The number 1 and number 3 ranked. We know who number 2 is, and that's South Allegheny. Those top 3 teams have kind of led the charge all year long and have been at the top. Ellwood City, with their victory over Freedom last week, clinched playoffs, and also beating Riverside on Tuesday, continues to show they beat the teams they're supposed to, and that has helped with a 6-2 record. They've got New Brighton Lions tonight, and folks, this is an up-and-coming New Brighton. I mean, give credit. A 4-9 record, not the best, but that 3-4 section play, an upset of Riverside just a week ago, has gotten New Brighton in a spot with possible playoffs.
Folks, we're going to start off here with the national anthem. And there you have it, folks, our Star-Spangled Banner. And now just moments away from the starting lineups.
All right, for your visiting New Brighton Lions, coming to play 4-9, 3-4 in section play. And I tell you what, Thad, the numbers tonight are going to be real easy to see. All right, so kicking us off here for the New Brighton Lions is number 11, the sophomore forward, 6'2", 14 points last time out against the Wolverines, Joseph Kennedy. Number 2, the junior guard, 5'10", 2 points last time out, Jackson Zahn. Junior guard, number 4, 5'10", Dash Graham, 10 points against the Wolverines last time out. Senior forward, number 10, 6'3", Rashawn Elazar. And then finally, senior forward, 6 foot, number 13, a baseball dude, Brock Budacki. The head coach is Nick Echo. The assistant coaches are Dave Anderson, Tim Echo, Richard Walton, and Andre Wilder.
And now we got our Ellwood City Fighting Wolverines. Sophomore guard, number 2, 5'7", 9.8 average on the year, Caleb Cervic. Number 3, he's a junior. Rebound, double, 12.8 rebounds per game, 16.1 scores, Aaron Lake. Next up, number 20, junior forward, 5'9", Jackson Kerr. Number 1, 5'9", senior, Chucky Swinesburg. And the final senior on the starting 5, number 5, 6 foot tall, Chris Smiley. Head coach Dan Bradley, assistant coach Ricky Roth for this Wolverine team. Wolverines coming off a big win earlier this week against Riverside to keep pace, as you saw there as Brad had the screen up with the section standings. So we got our officials. I did not get the names. We have Mr. Kerr, who was just here last night for the girls game. The girls handled, I don't recall the score
75-15.
Yeah, 75-15.
A big upset last night in those girls' matchups. Riverside defeated Beaver Falls. So amazing what work they've done. They're second place.
They're in second place on a team that 2, 3, 4 years ago, and new head coach over there at Riverside Girls. Give him some credit. He's got 17 girls on that roster, and he's getting them to play. And starting off the game, and it's going to be possessed. What are you doing a jump ball? And the officials really don't know.
So I think we may restart.
I think we'll just do it over again.
I like that call.
Yeah, I think that's about the only call you can make. Last night in the New Brighton Ellwood City game, we had about 13 jump balls. I hope we don't see that again this time. And this time it is possessed by Chris Smiley. Chris Smiley gets it out there to Caleb Cervic. We'll be saying his name a lot tonight. Goes down the lane, turns around, no one to throw to, but finds Jackson Kerr. 21-point career high for Jackson Kerr just last Tuesday night at Riverside. Caleb Cervic threw in 19 in that game as well. And Aaron Lake, being Aaron Lake, got his points. Chris Smiley, the lefty, shoots the three.
For three!
Dreams it, nothing but in. As Chris Smiley gets the three-point shot. Now kicks it back out there. Number 4, Dash Graham. Cool name, that is. Now Joseph Kennedy kicks it over to Badaki. Now in the hands. Yep, Badaki has it. Rolling around there as there's a 3 shot, and can't quite answer that. Aaron Lake, as Badaki missed that one. Coming the other way, Jackson Kerr. Oh, going to call foul on Badaki, his first, team's first, 1 minute, 1 second into the game. Going to be on the floor.
Foul on Brighton, number 13, Badaki, his first, team first.
So now Smiley going to inbound. Hands it off to Smiley, kicks it out there to Cervic in front of the New Brighton bench. Oh, almost gets his pocket picked, gets his bubble back. Here comes Aaron Lake down. Oh, and Badaki's going to get his second foul.
Wow, that's big.
Well, you see, did he have 10 points in the last game?
He did have, he had 7 points, but he had, I believe, 11 rebounds or something like that. So that's a big loss right off the bat. He's going to have to definitely check out after this free throw. So first free throw attempts here for Aaron Lake.
And Aaron is...
Oh, boy.
It's sat there. And it counts. Just like that, it's 4-0. And Carter Jackson's going to check in, the sophomore guard, 6 foot tall for Badaki. 2 fouls in the first minute, 10 seconds of this. Second shot by Lake. Off the side of the rim, does not go. Jackson's on with the rebound. Wolverines putting on a full court press here. They get past that. Joseph Kennedy kicks it out there to Zahn for 3. Oh, nothing but net. Sweet looking shot there by Jackson Zahn. Bounce pass. Chris Smiley got Aaron Lake cutting to the hoop, puts it up. Oh, off the rim, don't go. Save there, and it's going to go out of bounds. Jackson Kerr gave chase. Aaron Lake talking to the official, kind of wanting a foul, but a little too late to ask for that. I can tell you, Nick Echo, the head coach, he looks young over there, but I still respect that. I'm old school. Suit coat, jacket. Oh, there's a giveaway as Rashawn Elazar. Yep. Gets it out to Rashawn. He's going to launch up a 3. In and out of the rim, does not go. Caleb Cervic. He may be 5'7", but he can jump. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Chucky Swinesburg. Another turnover early going here for the Wolverines. Kicks the ball in there to Dash Graham. Oh, got away with a travel there, I think. Kicks it out there, gets it over the timeline. I don't think they had much time. Carter Jackson goes down, gets it blocked by Aaron Lake, and he loses the handle. Chucky Swinesburg there to pick it up. Out to Caleb Cervic, goes down the baseline, tries a reverse layup, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by New Brighton. Give the New Brighton Lions defense credit there for collapsing down on Caleb Cervic and not able to do that reverse layup that he always makes look so easy. Kicks it out there, Chuckster. Swinesburg goes down the lane. He draws a foul. Go to the hoop, good things can happen. And just like that, at the 5:41 mark, 3 fouls for New Brighton. And that foul was on number 10, Rashawn Elazar. No, I beg your pardon, number 1, Carter Jackson, who came in off the bench.
And I think we're going to get a check here.
Yeah, that's what
10 or 11.
Because no, that was a good.
Yeah. Anytime you see 10, you'll see a closed fist and a 1. If it's 1,
Which
it's
is
just a 1.
What he did.
He closed the fist. So we're doing what you taught us to do 4 years ago when we started doing this. Chucky Swinesburg, first shot is good.
Oh, boy.
I thought I was seeing things, Dakota. Thanks for backing me up.
Because they're not going to put a donut. It should be close. Oh, whatever.
Remember,
Flip it around.
people can't see your hand signals. Second shot by Chucky. It's good. It's 6-3. Wolverines 2 for 3 early on. That 3 fouls at 5:40 could be huge in this first period of play. Almost trips and falls, but it gets it back. Jackson's on, passes over there. Oh, to Carter Jackson now, meets some resistance into the hands of Dash Graham. Kicks it out. Down there to Graham, underneath to Elazar, and he took 1 too many steps. I don't want to say this. I know we're 3 minutes into the game draft, but it's almost like New Brighton's afraid to shoot. They had some opportunities there that I thought maybe the shot would be taken. Oh, that ball's turned over, tipped. Number 4 takes the shot. It in and out. Aaron Lake gets the rebound. That shot was by Dash Graham. Another trying to do the long pass here a couple times early going this game. And the length of New Brighton showing up on that time, they were able, and they got it knocked out of bounds. Chris Smiley now gets it into Caleb Cervic. Wolverines up 6-3. Underneath the Lake. Turns around, makes a nifty move, and shot just don't get it to fall. Elazar with it now. Dash Graham drives down, puts up the shot. The floater goes up and good from about 12 feet. Pretty move there by Graham. Now Cervic brings it up. Got a full court press going here by New Brighton. Wolverines break that. Aaron Lake goes down and throws it right into the hands of Dash Graham. Another turnover for the Wolverines. And now it was tipped out of bounds in a nice defensive play there by Chris Smiley. The Wolverines probably have about as many turnovers as they do points. 6-5, I guess. I'm wrong. The point is, the Wolverines are turning the ball over.
Right.
And came out strong. Going for the inbound. Kicks it all the way out there into the hands of Kennedy. Now Graham, seeing him dribble the ball quite a bit. Now over to Jackson. Carter was not a starter, came in off the bench. There's a three-point shot in and out of the rim. It looked good when it left his hands by Graham. Another turnover by the Wolverines. Underneath to Elazar, and he gets the easy bucket layup. You get our turnover here, Brown. I think you need a timeout just to reset things. There's the long pass down to Jackson. Curry's going to go up. Stop, jump shot, and he's going to be fouled. And that was just, I think, a really good play by Jackson Kerr. He had somebody coming in on him, and he just does that jump stop. And
that's a big one because that's Carter Jackson's second now. So 2 players, 2 fouls. You total them up, 2 + 2, 4 fouls.
3:58, you got 4 fouls.
Wow.
Well, we saw it in the JV, 8 fouls in the first for New Brighton Lions.
Fouls were stacking up.
So Jackson Kerr now, first shot is off the back of the rim, does not go. Got Michael Cuevas coming in. And number 3, Seth Mendenhall, checks into the game, a sophomore, 6'1". And I think Carter Jackson came out. Yes, he did. So Jackson's second free throw attempt is off the back of the rim a bit hard there. Rebounded by Kennedy. Here comes Dash Graham bringing the ball up the court. Graham drives down there, kicks it back out to Zahn. Underneath to Elazar, meets some resistance, puts it up too hard off the back of the glass, and Jackson goes up for the shot, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. So the first foul coming for the Wolverines is on Chris Smiley, number 5. His first, team's first, as Kennedy, and first shot does not go. New Brighton has the lead here. 7-6. They have the lead. They don't look like they've done much. Second shot is good by Kennedy. Now inbounding, kicks it out there to Cervic. He loses the handle. Jackson Kerr gets it, driving down the lane, puts it up, and no foul called as Ellwood was there. The ball goes off of him, so Wolverines will maintain possession. Down 8-6. Nice inbounds pass to Jackson Kerr. He's going to be fouled. It's bonus time for the Wolverines in this first period of play. He was going to the line anyway. Number 4, Dash Graham picks up his first foul, and Jackson Kerr will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot by Jackson. It's nothing but net. It's good. He's 1 for 3 from the line. Second shot forthcoming. Chucky Swinesburg checks out. No, he was checked out. I'm sorry. Saw him get up at the bench. Second shot by Jackson. And it is good. We're a tie game, 8-8. And here comes the Lions of New Brighton, bringing it up the court. There's Dash Graham, kicks it around there to Jackson's on, and off the hands of the outreach Seth Mendenhall. Going to be turnover for the Lions. Cuevas inbounds, gets it to Cervic. Cervic over the timeline. He's going to drive, takes it out of the hoop, puts it up all off the back of the rim. Too hard. Ellwood with the rebound. Now bringing it up the court is Graham. Met there by Caleb Cervic. Graham goes down the lane and going to get a foul as Graham was driving to the hoop. He was looking to pass it. Somebody hit him in there. Number 2, Caleb Cervic's going to get his first foul, team second. So it was on the floor. So they're going to be inbounding now. As Zahn looks for somebody to throw to just before the timeline, or the 5-second rule. Into the hands of Graham. Graham kicks it over. Mendenhall for 3, high arching shot, and it's good. Seth Mendenhall, the sophomore, comes off the bench and gets the 11-8 lead for the Lions. Wolverines offensively out of sync here a little bit. Shots you think they would make are not falling, and New Brighton Lions defense is pretty aggressive right now. Now Smiley goes down underneath the leg, tic-tac-toe. Made him count that time. That defense collapsed on Smiley, and Lake just where he stood, just stayed home.
Right.
Got the call.
And give credit to Smiley.
Another shot.
Good assist.
3.
Wow.
My. Dash Graham puts up a 3. 14-10. 2 3-pointers in a row. Throws it out there. Chris Smiley with the ball. Dribbles down. Bounce pass. Underneath the Lake. It was meant for Jackson Kerr. Lake puts it up. Gets the offensive rebound. Puts it up. Kiss the glass. In the end one. As Lake not giving up underneath the hoop. Foul is going to be on New Brighton.
Number 10, his first, team 6th.
So Ellwood with his first foul. Lake to complete the 3-point play. And he does. Lake gets the Wolverines within 1. Wolverines are going to have to start respecting that 3-point line because right now the Lions are not afraid to throw it up from there. Dash Graham wants to drive down the lane, kicks it out there. There's a 3. Off the front rim. Don't go. Nice hustle there by Caleb Cervic to get the rebound. Now, Cervic wants to drive down there, needs some resistance, turn around. It would have been pretty. Lake, another offensive rebound. They're calling jump ball. And I do believe that's the right call as Ellwood put his hands right on the ball. Ellwood's going to check out, and number 12, Isaac Kohlmeyer, is going to check into the game. He's a long kid, 6'4", senior. And here comes the Lions up by 1, 14-13, $1:31 remaining. Dash Graham goes down the lane, met some resistance, no foul called. Aaron Lake comes out with it. Aaron Lake goes coast to coast, can't get it to go. Colmeyer with the rebound, coming the other way. Dash Graham throws it way too high, but he gets it. Was Kennedy. Kennedy underneath there, throws it out there. There's a three-point shot off the rim. That was Dash Graham. Here comes Cuevas. Throws it down there. Jackson Kerr puts it up. Wolverines back with the lead, 15-14. Good hustle there by Cuevas, knowing right where Jackson Kerr was. Almost a no-look pass from half court to get the bucket. Dash Graham. He's not afraid to drive to the rim, folks. Colmeyer throws it all the way out. Jackson Kerr gets the steal. Oh, trying to get the steal. And as he went out of bounds, he threw it back in. And
it was tipped.
Wow.
It was, I guess, tipped, because it went into the midsection of the official. Now Cuevas inbounding. I missed it. It was tipped. That was a good. Jackson Kerr now driving. Oh! A blocking foul. And the New Brighton's crowd to our right, Brad, was maybe thinking about a charge there.
Well,
and they might have something to talk about.
Yeah, Jackson Kerr kind of led with that arm just a slight bit.
But I think the official's sitting there telling the coach from Echo that you move them feet, you move an eyebrow, you're not set. Jackson Kerr going to the line. 1 for 2 tonight, make it 1 for 3. Tyler Smiley's going to check in for Caleb Cervic in his final 38 seconds. 2 for 5. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong line. Jackson makes the second shot. He's 3 for 6. Wolverines with a 2-point lead. Largest lead of the night was the Wolverines had a 4-point lead, and I think New Brighton had the same. Dash Graham out there into Mendenhall. Colmeyer now back to Graham. Graham kicks it out there to Zahn. Now back around. Oh, giving up the ball. Who ends up with it? Aaron Lake. Lake's head up. Throws it down there. Michael Cuevas goes to the line, and he's going to get fouled as he was trying to shoot that ball. And the foul is going to be on number 30. He keeps putting up his hand.
So his second, team 7th, I think? 8th, maybe?
Cuevas makes the first shot. Checking back now in is Eliezer. And Mendenhall's going to take a seat. Second shot by Cuevas. Off the back of the rim. Don't go. Who gets the rebound? Joseph Kennedy. Now up the court with 8 seconds. Dash Graham looks at the clock. Sees not much time. Underneath to Eliezer. Puts it up and in with 2 seconds. And just like that, at the end of one, it's 17-16. We got a game, folks. Ellwood City up by 1.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about this stat during your pregame a little bit. The last time these teams played, if you look at the stat line, at halftime, it was 25-23. You know, after the first quarter, 13-10, 12-13, New Brighton outscored them in the second. This is a team, this New Brighton team, they can handle their own. And if the three-point shot from Dash Graham, that is somebody that we've talked about the past 3 years. He started as a freshman. He can shoot the three-pointer. If they get hot, and you let this team linger, that is why they're sitting there at 3 and 4, and that's why they beat Riverside a couple weeks ago. It wasn't until that second half Ellwood pulled away. They won the game last time out, 68-54. So a good first quarter by both teams. If you're Ellwood, you gotta make things count on offense. Aaron Lake had a couple layups there. You gotta make them finish. You gotta make them count, because you let this team linger on. The longer they stay within single digits. This could be a ball game, folks, the rest of the way.
I've been impressed with New Brighton's defense.
Yes.
The full court press.
Yeah, the full court press has done something.
Hey, what was the score of that Aliquippa Mohawk game? Do you recall?
It was 74-43, I believe it was.
Oh, that much? Okay.
71-43, that's what it was. Gave him extra 3.
So possession arrow in favor of Ellwood City. So Jackson Kerr inbounds, gets it to Caleb Servik. Caleb Servik dribbles down, kicks it out there to Cuevas. He puts up a three.
For three!
Drains it.
Big three-pointer, making them count on our side now.
Picks it out there to Graham. Goes around Kohlmeyer for three. Off the back rim too hard and goes up over the backboard. Going to be Ellwood City ball. So this press, they're going to take it into the second quarter. The power of the three, Wolverines get a 4-point lead. Cuevas brings it up the court. Waits for Servik to get across the timeline, puts it in his hands. Servik out there to Cuevas. Oh, he faked the three. This time drives down late, puts it up. Oh, Kohlmeyer with the big time block.
I'll give credit to Cuevas. That was a nice move, but better play by Kohlmeyer. Big block.
6'4", and you got a wingspan of about. So Tyler Smiley still in the game.
And that's why he's going to be face guarding Tyler, trying to inbound.
A lot of arms to throw around. Trying to get it in and throws it out. It was tipped, but Lake ends up with it. Aaron Lake out to Servik. Servik guarded there by Zahn. Servik goes down the lane high off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Kohlmeyer gets the rebound into the hands of Dash Graham. Graham up the court. Gets a screen from Kohlmeyer. Down, puts it up, and gets it tipped. And get that shot. Oh.
I'm wondering if it's going to be a pushing foul maybe on Smiley. Nope, they are going to call
Lake,
it on Lake.
I think it was he went up for the block, hit the upper body. So that's his first, team's first of this second quarter. Now Dash Graham sitting there with 5 points. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Make it 2 for 3. Chucky Swinesburg going to check back into the game as Jackson Kerr is going to take a breather. Now Graham taking his second shot, and it's nothing but net. It's good. Now Chucky Swinesburg inbounds, gets the ball to Lake, back to Swinesburg. Meets some resistance, now gets in the hands. Servik all the way down court to Tyler Smiley underneath, kicks it. Oh, a nice hustle by Dash Graham. Gets back there to knock the ball out of bounds. Checking into the game, back into the game is Carter Jackson, as Jackson Zahn is going to take a seat. So Tyler Smiley going to try to inbound again. Gets it in the hands of Servik, out to Cuevas. One thing I'll save it, as Servik wants to drive down the lane, kicks it out to Smiley. Smiley down the lane again, kicks it back out to Servik. Servik wants to get down the baseline, looks, finds Tyler Smiley for three. In other rim, don't go. Who gets the rebound? Bounce pass down there to number 11. He puts it up. Almost got blocked, but then he missed a shot. And I'm going to say Graham hit the ball out of the hands of Aaron Lake. One thing I'll say from the first game till now, Michael Cuevas looks so much more comfortable dribbling the ball. He's a really good three-point shooter, averaging 8 points a game. But his confidence has just come so far this season, handling the ball. Now there's Servik, puts it up. It's a tip out there. Tyler Smiley gets it. Cuevas went to fake the three, puts it up. Aaron Lake underneath, and he's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Number 10, Eliezer gets his second foul, first in this quarter. So you got a couple of your big guys with 2 fouls sitting there for New Brighton right now. There's Aaron Lake, first attempt. Nothing but net, it's good. Now going to check back in is Brock Budacki, an original starter, as Eliezer takes a seat.
Was that foul on?
I'm sorry?
Was that foul on?
Yes, it was.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Lake, second attempt, rattles the rim, falls down through, it's good. Now here comes the Lions. Dash Graham. Graham kicks it out there to Budacki, who just checked in. Out to Kohlmeyer, not original starter. Dash Graham misses the three. Tyler Smiley gets the rebound, falls down to the ground. They're fighting over to the ground. Who ends up with it? Caleb Cervic.
I think they were going to call a timeout.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
I think Coach was trying to call timeout, wants a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Whew.
Hey, stick around, folks, for halftime. Not many home games left, so I want to go through the program and read all the ads in there, the great people that support our Ellwood City Wolverines, wrestling, basketball, bocce, all those winter sports. Here we have the Ellwood City cheerleaders. It's always a nice job by our cheerleaders. So game reset here. The Wolverines up 22-18. A little over 2 minutes gone in this second quarter. Wolverines have scored 5 points to New Brighton's 2. Shooting is probably not to what Coach Bradley is looking for so far tonight. Far pass down there to Cuevas, and just too tall, and going to go out of bounds. Cuevas did everything he could. And now some more check-ins here for the Wolverines. Chris Smiley and Jackson Kerr are going to check in. Chris is going to check in for his younger brother Tyler Smiley, and Michael Cuevas is going to get a breather. So Lions possession after that ball went out of bounds. Here comes the Lions. Dash Graham dribbling around there. Covered like a shadow by Jackson Kerr. In the hands of Colmeyer. Kicks it back out there to Jackson. Jackson drives down the lane, loses the handle of the ball, and who ends up with it? Chris Smiley. Chris Smiley coming the other way. Bounce pass underneath Jackson Kerr. Puts it up. And oh, it missed. It looked good when it left his hands. And now they're going to call it jump ball, and that is in favor of the Lions. So almost a little confusion there.
Jump ball in favor of New Brighton.
So Dash Graham looks to Coach Aco. Bringing it up the court. Graham now. Bounce pass to Jackson. All the way cross court. Dangerous pass, but he gets it to him. Number 13 puts it up high off the glass. Make it count. Badaki gets his first bucket of the night. Oh, another steal. Dash Graham reached up there and got it. Wolverines are just trying too hard on that touchdown pass. And it's getting turned over. Jackson now, gets his pocket picked by Chris Smiley. Chris Smiley looks over his shoulder, goes down the lane, puts it up, and blocked by Colmeyer. Cervic gets it. We're going to say, as Colmeyer got the rebound, he's going to be fouled. And a good hustle. Chucky Swinesburg picks up his first, team second at the 4:26 mark. Not a big crowd here by New Brighton, but they are loud. And I will give their cheerleaders credit. They are engaged in the game and making a lot of noise across from us, Brad. Here's Badaki, puts up the jumper and goes high, way high, off the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds. So the Wolverines will get the ball. Into Chris Smiley, Chucky Swinesburg, little back and forth underneath Jackson Kerr. Jackson Kerr cross court down to Cervic, puts it up high off the glass. Pretty play there by Cervic to keep the Wolverines lead 24-20. Here comes quickly back to court, Dash Graham. Nifty move. Oh my!
My
Write
goodness.
that one down at the 3:54 mark. If we had a play of the game, that was pretty by Dash Graham. And he's going to go to the line as he was fouled, making that pretty awesome shot there. I'm impressed with this Dash Graham. As you said, we've been watching him for 3 years, and he's playing really good. That foul was on Jackson Kerr, his first. Just like that, the Wolverines have 3 fouls in this second quarter. Dash Graham in and out of the rim, does not go. Aaron Lake gets the rebound. Far pass. Caleb Cervic puts up the easy layup. He got behind the defense and made him pay, giving the Wolverines the 4-point lead, 26-22. Here comes Graham. Dribbles around. Got 3 Wolverines on him, and one of them fouled him. Son of a gun. And that's going to be 4 fouls at 3:35. That's going to be number 3, Aaron Lake. He's sitting down there with 2 fouls. Team's 4th in this quarter. Chucky Swinesburg checks out. Michael Cuevas finds himself back on the court. So it was on the floor. Foul, so New Brighton will be inbounding from underneath their own hoop. Gets it out to Kohlmeyer, puts up about a 14-footer and drains it. He was left wide open, Brad. Now Cuevas needs to inbound it. Hands to Aaron Lake, got the trap going. Almost lost it, Cuevas, but he gets it back. Cuevas in the hands of Cervic. Carter Jackson was there and got the ball blocked, but it went out of bounds into the scoring table. 26-24, Brad. Wolverines are the press of New Brighton right now has just been a thorn in the side for the Wolverines.
Well, like we said last time out, it was only a 5-point lead at halftime, so this is to be expected. Just got to go on a run.
Yep, Cuevas now takes the 3, wants to get down the lane, meets some resistance, puts it up, and it got shot, don't go, into the hands of Carter Jackson. Underneath, the Badaki puts it up, can't get it to, oh, a nice tip up in by Kohlmeyer. No setting his feet or nothing, he just tipped it back in there. There's another, no, not stolen, Cuevas, I'm going to say a foul, and Dash Graham knew it when he dove for that ball. He ran into Michael Cuevas, right call.
That'll be his second foul, team second.
So that now means 5 individuals for New Brighton with 2 fouls.
Wow. 2:42 remaining. So Graham's going to have to sit out. We'll see how this offense runs without him in there. He's pretty pivotal as he's the one that brings the ball up the court. Cuevas inbounding to Cervic. Cervic dribbles around, out to Jackson Kerr, deep 3, can't get it to go. Kohlmeyer with the rebound. Now, this time, Jackson Zahn's going to bring it up quickly up court to Carter Jackson. Jackson, under resistance, gets the hands of Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer gets it tipped away, but he maintains possession. Underneath, oh, nice pass. Jackson Zahn gets it, but who you giving that assist to, Brad? I missed it because it was good. Now Jackson Kerr coming down the other way. Wolverines find themselves down by 2. Empty possessions for the Wolverines. Deep 3 by Chris Smiley.
For 3!
And he drains it. He was 4 foot behind the 3-point line, and he drains it. Now, bounce pass down there to Kennedy. Back out to Zahn. Badaki, bounce pass underneath, puts it up. High off the glass, don't go. Good defense there by Caleb Cervic. Aaron Lake with the rebound, coming the other way. Surveys, looks. Decides to pull it back out into the hands of Cervic. Chris Smalley. Will he do it again?
For 3!
Boom! Counted 2 possessions, 2 in a row. And just like that, the Wolverines are up by 4. The lefty quarterback shooting the 3s tonight. Now Zahn kicks it around there. Badaki for 3. Way too long. Aaron Lake went up for the rebound, went off his hands, and out of bounds it goes. New Brighton will maintain possession. Kind of a back and forth game here. The 3s just change the attitude of the players and everything with it. Inbound. There's a shot. 3 off the back rim, hits the top of the backboard. They let him play on as Zahn missed that 3-pointer. Here comes Aaron Lake. Lake behind the back pass, almost went awry. Underneath the Lake, drives down the lane, gets it stolen there by Zahn. Zahn coming, good hustle by Cuevas, and Cervic was there to pick it up, and not a good play by Jackson Zahn as he fouled Cervic. Now, did he announce that foul wrong?
No, he did it quickly.
Okay.
It was on number 2, Jackson's on.
So
Coming
I
in
thought
are
he said
both
Jackson
force.
Kerr. I heard. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're all good.
Both
We're
force
all
came
good.
back in.
Throws it down there, trying to get Michael Cuevas. Heads up play, but he still loses it. But he doesn't quit. Keeps going, bounce pass. Jackson Kerr puts it up and in. Oh, does not go. Cuevas with the rebound, throws it out, and through the outstretched arms of Jackson Kerr. New Brighton's going to get possession back of the ball. New Brighton's playing this tough. Hey, Dash Graham, check back in there. The point guard, pretty good shooter, pretty good ball handler. He's not afraid to take it down the lane. Bounce. Oh, tried to pass underneath to Kohlmeyer, and they weren't quite on the same page there as the ball goes out of bounds.
Back in the game for Ellwood City.
So Chucky Swinesboro is going to check back in for Jackson Kerr. And Tyler Smiley will be inbounding. Smiley fakes it, gets it into Michael Cuevas, back to Smiley. They got to be careful. He's going to be out of bounds sometime. Oh, too far. Another turnover for the Wolverines. I've been saying that a lot tonight, Brad. So Zahn gets it in to Dash Graham. Graham brings it up in the hands of 6'4" Kohlmeyer. Bounce pass underneath back to Kohlmeyer. Throws it back out there to Kennedy. Kennedy in the hands of Zahn. Kohlmeyer. Zahn got it. Guarded there by Tyler Smiley. Looks for a screen. Almost gets it stolen. Keeps it alive. There's a shot by Jackson. Does not go at the buzzer. Wow. At the end of 2, it's 32-28. Wolverines outscored the Lions 15-12 in that second period of play. Totals are 32-28. Brad's tallying up some halftime stats here. And turnovers were a big part of that for the Wolverines. So while Brad's doing that, folks, some of the great businesses around the community here each year, they do it for football season and basketball season, the programs. You can reach out to any of the football boosters to get those programs. I like to take time each and every year to take time to read through them, to give them some airtime for the money that they donate to the program, where those proceeds do go to the booster organizations. So, hey, folks, the holidays are coming up. Valentine's Day, so we'll have some things here that you can get your sweetheart or whatever you do for Valentine's Day. We'll be sure to point them out to you. Hey, you can go buy your husband a new truck down there at Ram Acoustical Corporation. Great organization, Ram, R-A-M-A Corp.net. As we go through the book here, we Ellwood City Sports. That's us, Brad. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Ellwood City Wolverines Facebook page, and Twitter/X. There's a QR code in there. Takes you right to our YouTube channel, I think. Yep. And you can see all the games. I mean, we go way back. Brad put a lot of time in this fall and winter, putting football games back to that 85-86 season.
And there's more to come.
And there's more to come. The Color Center, our great friends down at the Color Center. You got custom print shop, print and design and promote. They got FedEx and UPS pickup, or FedEx drop off there. Get any prints you made, banners. I think they'll even do graduation and wedding invitations of the like. They also feature our seniors, which we will be doing that next Tuesday, in Brad Windhorse's words.
You like that?
Yeah, I did. So, and of course we got Venezi, the great people at Venezi Sporting Goods, screen printing, embroidery, sports equipment, bulk orders, fundraising, high visibility team gear, and more. Run down there, check out Vanessa and all of her helpers. And they also have Ellwood City Wolverine apparel there. They got New Brighton apparel there, as well as Riverside. And if you need something made, they'll be the ones to do it. Of course, Triple G Storage, the great people out there on 288. You need something stored, they'll be sure to do it for you. T-Box, indoor golf and sports lounge. They get sometimes some entertainment in there. They got, you've been in there, Brad, that's a nice place. They got the virtual golf, virtual bowling, all the drinks you could want and more. Also, as we go through here, flipping the pages. All the families put things in there for their loved ones and of the like. Slam and Dunk, video games, scores, photos, and more. EllwoodCity.com. ElwoodCity.org. Check them out. Be sure to be a follower of the ElwoodCity.org and keep you all the happenings for Ellwood City and surrounding areas. Hair Expressions, Nail Expressions Boutique. Get all prettied up there for Valentine's Day. Nicole Nacera will be sure to help you out there, right there at right by Brad's house at the Elport Junction. Hey, folks, don't forget about the original. Be sure you don't settle for just any old pancake house. It's the original pancake house owned by the parents of Chucky Swinesburg. They're down there in McIntyre Square in North Hills, and they also got one there in Scott Township down there at South Hills. Log in to the original pancake house. So there's some ads. We certainly appreciate our advertisers in the program.
Yep. So a couple updates here, some halftime stats as we take a little bit of break here and give some time here for Thad to rest up. Teacher Appreciation Night, and some really good words there to be had, and it was a really good presentation there. We do appreciate all the teachers that came out and actually spent the time here with the kids, and so far it's been a good one, folks. At halftime, 32-28, 4-point lead for the Wolverines. And we'll start with New Brighton. Leading the charge for the New Brighton Lions tonight is Dash Graham. We've said that name multiple times. He had 9 points in that first half. Last time they played, they had 10, so he almost already surpassed that with that. He also has 4 assists and 3 steals. Active hands for Dash Graham along with the Lions. Rashawn Elazar, he's got 4 points early on, but he had 2 fouls, which unfortunately took him out of the first half. And then Isaac Kohlmeyer came in, and wow, he had 4 points, but more importantly, he finished that first half with 6 rebounds, 3 big blocks. And folks, when you block a shot, it's one thing, but when you block it right underneath the hoop, that is 6 points the easy way as layups. So that's 6 points erased off that board by Kohlmeyer. Along with Kohlmeyer, Mendenhall came off the bench. He's got 3. Carter Jackson's got 3. Hey, folks, out of the 28, 10 of them came from the bench from New Brighton. So a good start there from the bench for a total of 28. On the flip side for the Wolverines, leading the charge is Chris Miley, 3 for 3 from the three-point land. That three-pointer has made a difference so far in this one. 9 points from the three-point line. Cuevas, he's also got a three-pointer. He's got 4 in this one. Kerr with 5, Aaron Lake with 8, Cervic with 4, and Chucky with 2. Aaron Lake now already 10 rebounds in that first half, 3 assists for Cervic. The problem right now, I would say, is turnovers, 10-6. Elwood City has 4 extra turnovers, and the difference also is the block shots, 4-3, but 4 big ones, 3 of them coming from Kohlmeyer. Again, that were all layups. Shooting-wise, 33% for the Wolverines underneath the hoop, 5 for 20. One of the worst shooting nights that they've had underneath in the two-point line, only 25%. However, on the flip side, it's one of the best three-point shooting nights, 4 for 7. So you take the good with the bad, 10 for 15 from the free throw line. That's the big difference right now. Free throw line is working in favor of Ellwood. On the flip side, New Brighton, 39%, 11-28 from the field, 8 for 15, over 50% from the two-point line. The only difference is 3 for 5, only 5 attempts from the free throw line. So, folks, we'll take a quick timeout. 3 minutes remaining in halftime. We'll come back. We'll have the second half of the varsity game. Wolverines up by 4 here on Ellwood City Sports.
Now inbounding, Ellwood City back here, leading by 4, 32-28. Caleb Cervic gets it out there to Chucky Swinesburg, launches up a three. Oh, does not go. Who gets the rebound is Badaki. Coming the other way is the Lions. Dash Graham. He's got a lane, but it closed quickly. Jackson's on, out to Badaki from about 12 feet. Does not go. Aaron Lake gets the rebound, quickly coming the other way. Almost loses the handle of the ball. Jackson Kerr underneath is Caleb Cervic. Nice play there. Jackson Kerr with the big assist on the bounce pass. Here comes the Lions, down by 6. Just out there to Kennedy. Sit out there. Zahn now back out to Dash Graham. Graham covered there by Cervic. Chauncey throws it over, goes underneath, loses it, but he gets it back. A little hop step. Graham now drives down the lane, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. And Cervic knew it as he went through the lane. And Caleb Cervic got a little bit of the arm there. So Cervic's going to have his second, team's first here in the first minute of play here, as Graham is going to go to the line. He's 2 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. And now Graham with his second attempt. And it is good. So now the Wolverines moving right to left here in this half of play. Cervic back to Swinesburg. Swinesburg kicks it down there. Far side, Aaron Lake driving. Finds Cervic, puts the reverse layup up and in. That was pretty. I think somebody said something at halftime on how to break the press. And here comes on. Back out to Dash Graham. Graham hands to Badaki. Elazier underneath, gets it stripped, and who ends up with it? Cervic, down the lane he comes, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Wow, I didn't see it, but the guys in the stripes did. Shot goes. Caleb a chance for that three-point play.
That foul's on number 2, his second, team's first.
Wow. So that's what, 2, 4, 5 players.
And that's going to be a full timeout by New Brighton. I don't blame them. Yeah, that is now 6 players for New Brighton with 2 fouls.
Full timeout, New Brighton.
So on that full timeout, we'll let you enjoy the Ellwood City cheerleaders. And as always, a nice job by our Ellwood City cheerleaders. Back to action here after that timeout. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. Wolverines' largest lead of the night, up by 9. Came out guns a-blazing here in this third quarter of play. And scored 6 points in about a minute and a half. Now Caleb Cervic, if you recall, got fouled on that shot, so this will be the and one. Cervic, and it's good. Completes the three-point play, and here comes Kohlmeyer. Goes down, no-look pass out to Elazier underneath number 11. Kennedy doesn't get it to go. Who ends up with it is Chris Smiley, gets the rebound. Smiley head up, looking around. That's some resistance there by Kennedy. A bounce pass, and Dash Graham was there. Throws it down to Kennedy. He's got the breakaway, puts it up. Shot don't go. And going to be a foul underneath as they were going for that rebound. And that's going to be on number
Foul on Ellwood City, number 5.
Chris Smiley, number 5, his second. So fouls are adding up here for both teams. Now inbounding is Jackson. Kicks it out there. There's the three-pointer by Dash Graham. Makes it a 7-point game. Cervic now. Brings it up court. Breaks the press well that time. Jackson Kerr goes down. Meets Kohlmeyer. Thinks better of it. Pass out to Chris Smiley. Smiley puts up the 12-footer. Goes off the backboard. And it was last touch by New Brighton going up for that rebound. So now going to be inbounding Chris Smiley underneath the hoop. That's about bounce pass underneath the Lake. Oh, pretty play. He kind of faked going up and juked everybody out and went up for the easy layup. He's got 10, double time for Aaron Lake. Graham goes down. Don't call the walk. Misses the shot anyway. Now, as Caleb Cervic threw that ball down the sideline, and Chris Smiley could not get it corralled before it went out of bounds. So Carter Jackson inbounds into the hands of Dash Graham. Graham now bringing it up the court. Surveys, throws it out to Jackson. Jackson, Kohlmeyer finds it, kicks it out there to Elazar. I beg your pardon. There's Graham, goes down the lane, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled once again. Chris Smiley wanted to charge. He needs to realize this is not the playoffs yet. They're not calling charges yet. So going to go line to shoot 2.
I give appreciation there to the two officials. They came and talked about it just to clarify and make sure everything's good.
Yep. So
just like New Brighton, 4 starters now for Ellwood with 2 fouls.
Yep. Dash Graham's first shot is good. So that last foul was on Chucky Swinesburg.
Yeah.
Wolverine sitting there with 3 fouls. Dash Graham, all of a sudden you look up there, Brad, he's got 14 of the 33 points. Make it 14 of the 34. 7-point lead now. And Jackson Kerr got that inbound pass, turned around, and Eliezer was there to meet him. He's going to get called for the foul. A tough foul. That's just friendly fire.
Yeah, unfortunately,
and that's going to be his 3rd.
For Elazar, Jackson just turned around, and when he reached forward, boom, collision.
Yep. So now inbounding the Wolverines. Swinesburg, head up, gets in the hands of Caleb Cervic. Cervic over the timeline. Dribbling around there. Wants to get down the lane. Bounce pass underneath the Lake through his feet. Kicks it out to Jackson Kerr. Out to Chris Smiley. Launch up the 3. Off the front of the rim. It looked good. Graham now throws it down there to Jackson. Jackson with the easy layup and in. And a full timeout going to be taken by Coach Bradley. The Lions of New Brighton have cut the lead to 5. They were up at 9 there at about 6 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. They've chipped away. Have the Lions. Once again, we'll have our Wolverines. So nice job by the Ellwood City cheerleaders. (41-36) here in this 3rd period of play.
Yep. Just a little. Excuse me. It's just a little schedule update. The boys do play tomorrow afternoon. Matinee game on a Saturday. 3 o'clock at Ambridge. It's part of the PBC, the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic Hall of Fame tournament. They do games in different locations, different places. 3 o'clock at Ambridge. We will not be live streaming it, but we will be doing stats there and doing score by quarters during the game tomorrow. So if you got time, make a trip down to Ambridge. Just know that you're going to have to pay some money.
Yep. And Monday night, the girls will be at Mohawk. Big section game there.
Yep. Lawrence County Sports Network will definitely have that.
So inbounding, gets it to Jackson Kerr. Kerr, throws it too far for Chris Smiley.
Man, and that's right out of a timeout. You broke the press. Oh.
Yep, sometimes just trying to do too much. I mean,
Yep.
it's that fine line. And that time it got crossed. Dash Graham brings it up there, gets it in the hands of Mendenhall, who checked in. Underneath, I'm going to say a travel. As Carter Jackson received that. So now inbounding. Chris Smiley, trapped there in the corner, but gets it in the hands of Swinesburg. Swinesburg dribbles through everything. Kicks it up there, and it was tipped out of bounds, and last touch by New Brighton. Teacher Sam Berry and Baker were over there, guarding the door, and they just did the old ole and let them go on right through.
And the door was definitely protected very well.
It was. Not the open one, no. They're protecting the closed one. Jackson Kerr gets the inbound, tries to go down the baseline, kicks it out there to Servik. Servik looking, Wolverines up by 5. Oh, Jackson Kerr tried to save it. Who ends up with it? And here comes the other way. Dash Graham goes down, bounce pass underneath to Kennedy. Now kicks it back out. Want to reset things. Nope. Carter Jackson gets it to Kohlmeyer. Now Graham wants to dribble down the lane. Slips a little bit. Does not get it to fall. And Chucky Swinesburg gets the rebound. Quick in the hands of Caleb Servik. Servik down the lane. Bounce pass. Jackson Kerr. Going to kick it back out. And they're going to say a push. And that's going to be on Dash Graham. That's going to be his 3rd. Team's 2nd.
Team's 3rd. Also.
Yeah, that's his 3rd as well, yep. And Jackson.
And he's going to check out.
Jackson Zahn comes back in, and Jackson Kerr, a lot of Jacksons. There's like 3 Jacksons in this. Jackson Kerr checks out as Cuevas checks in for the first time in the second half.
Yep. Into the hands of Cuevas. Wants to go underneath to Aaron Lake. He's well guarded. Now back out. Almost half court for Servik. Servik gets direction from Coach Dan Bradley. Servik to Cuevas. Cuevas got Chris Smiley cutting to the hoop. Almost lost it. Drives down there and took that one extra step.
Yep. And it was fine until he switched feet. When you switch feet, your pivot foot changes.
Yep. And that got him in trouble that time. Now, here comes, now remember, Dash Graham sitting there with 3 fouls. He's on the bench. Tipped by Servik. He's going to get the steal. Goes down the lane, puts it up. Count it. It's good. Caleb Servik gets the lead back to 7. Jackson's on now, bringing it up. Tries to drive down the lane, guarded there, puts it, block, no. They're going to say a foul on, I believe, Caleb Servik. And yes, it is. That'll be his 3rd. So now shooting 2 will be Jackson Zahn from the line. As Servik has to start to be careful there with the 3 fouls. Zahn's first attempt, it does not go. Now Tyler Smiley's going to check back in with Jackson Kerr checking in as well, as Caleb Servik's going to take a seat with them 3 fouls along with Chucky Swinesburg. Zahn's 2nd attempt. And it's good, nothing but net. So New Brighton not afraid to keep that press going. I don't blame them. Aaron Lake now dribbles up that far sidelines, not quitting the dribble. Goes down, lost the handle though. It was stripped through his hands. Taken there by Carter Jackson. Jackson coming the other way. Tyler Smiley gets his hands on it, but who's there to get it? It's Mendenhall. Mendenhall throws it out there to Carter Jackson. Back over. Kohlmeyer, top of the key. Pulls up. Shot don't go. Who gets the rebound? Tyler Smiley. Head up, coming down the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Aaron Lake, puts it up. Oh, pretty. That's not stopping momentum by Tyler Smiley. And he got the pretty bounce pass. Here comes the Lions on offense. Down by 8, 45-37, favor the Wolverines. Kohlmeyer right on that line over there. Driving down the lane, and I think they're going to get Cuevas. Yes, team's first. Team's 5th, so just like that, the Lions find themselves into the bonus. And it would have been a shooting foul anyway, as Jackson Zahn's going to go to the line. He's 1 for 2. First shot by Zahn is good. See if the Lions can exploit this the Wolverines having 5 fouls in its remaining 2:10. Now Zahn's second attempt. And it's good. He's 3 for 4 from the line. Gets the Lions to within 6. Oh, almost stolen there. A good hustle by Joseph Kennedy. He tried to save it when it went out of bounds, but his foot was on the line. Now Smiley, Tyler Smiley that is, will be inbounding. Aaron Lake gets the ball. Oh, finds Jackson Kerr behind the defense. He goes down the lane, puts it up. Shot don't go. And a foul is called on Chris Smiley. Now his third foul. So a couple Wolverines here sitting with 3 fouls. Chris Smiley and Caleb Cervic. And that all-important bonus is Colmeyer now going to go to the line to shoot 2. The Lions just with 3 fouls in this third period of play. Colmeyer, first shot is good. He's got 5 points on the night. Jackson Kerr and Chris Smiley check out. Chucky Swinesburg and Caleb Cervic check back in for Ellwood. Colmeyer's second attempt. Rattles the rim. It's good. They cut it to 4, Brad. 45-41. Caleb Cervic inbounds. Gets it. Swinesburg, now Caleb. He's going to try to trap him in there, but he dribbles through it wisely. Gets it back out. Swinesburg fakes the 3. Puts up the shot. Nothing but net from about 2 feet inside the 3-point line for Chuckster. He's got 4 points. Here it comes on. Kicks it up there to Jackson. Gonna get a travel. Oh, I gotta drive you nuts as a coach. Jackson got that ball and the feet went a little quicker than the dribble. Turnover, New Brighton. Now Swinesburg will inbound. And this looks like they called the press off for a little bit. $1:35 remaining. Wolverines up by 6. Caleb Cervic. Let's see, kick it out there. Swinesburg shoots the 3 off the rim. Don't go. Who ends up with it is Mendenhall. Gets in the hands of Zahn. 1:20 remaining. Now Colmeyer surveys. Kicks it out there. Mendenhall goes down the baseline. Bounce pass underneath to Colmeyer. And he makes him pay. A nice pass by Mendenhall down the baseline to get Colmeyer the easy bucket. Kicks it out there. Cuevas down to Aaron Lake, puts it up, and good. Tic-tac-toe as Cuevas found Lake streaking to the basket. Gets the bucket. Down to Mendenhall, underneath to Kennedy, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled as Chucky Swinesburg gets called. That's going to be his third foul. So Kennedy now will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to sound weird and bad, but this quarter could not end sooner for the free throws
Right.
for Ellwood.
Right. Normally a team that don't give up a lot of fouls find themselves with 7. First shot by Kennedy.
Okay, so correction, that one was on Cuevas, his second.
Okay. So there's that 1 versus 10 ordeal.
Okay.
I'll leave it alone.
No,
They're not doing it correctly with the 1 and fist close. That's 10. They do that because no donut.
Right.
I know.
So
hands in.
second shot is good by Kennedy. Cuts the lead back to 5. 45 seconds remaining. Now Swinesburg throws it out there to Cuevas. Oh, Tick, do it again.
Why not? And 1.
Yes!
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Same exact play as the last possession. This time, Aaron Lake gets a chance to get another point because he got fouled when he made the basket. Mendenhall's going to pick up his third foul, 4th for the quarter. Now number 23, Alvarez, Adrian Alvarez checks in. And Jackson Kerr is going to take a seat. No, Jackson Kerr checked in as well. Chucky Swinesburg sat down with Caleb Cervic. Can he complete the 3-point play off the front of the rim? Don't go. Who ends up with it is Zahn. Kicks it out there underneath. Alvarez guarding. Colmeyer thought about the shot. thinks better of it. Now Zahn back out there to Carter Jackson. Jackson hands it off to Mendenhall. Now to Kohlmeyer.
I like this. I like it. 30-second timeout taken by New Brighton. I like this move. 7-point lead. You get it down to 5 or maybe a 3-pointer. This is a big possession. I know you want to keep them sometimes, but I like it. I like this call.
You got 3 timeouts remaining.
Yep. And you kind of feel pretty good sitting here 51-44, but if you could make it down to 5, I would say momentum with all these fouls. The fouls are, it's going to be a long night counting fouls. We'll put it that way. Let's see, 11, 13. You got 15 for New Brighton for Ellwood tonight so far. 5, 7, 10, 13, and 15. That's 28 fouls. That's a lot. Not as much, though, as that one college basketball game that had over 102 fouls, I think it was, or something like that.
I missed that.
Yeah, there was like 100-some free throws being shot or something. It was insane. I'll have to show that to you later on.
So after the timeout, 16.5 seconds. Zahn's going to inbound. Zahn dribbling around there. Finds Dash Graham, who checked back in. Fakes the 3. 8 seconds. Graham kicks it back out there to Carter Jackson. Oh, it worked, Brad, just like you said it would. Carter Jackson gets the 3 and cuts the lead to 4. A lot of scoring there in that third period. 19 points by the Wolverines. 19 points by the Lions.
Tell you what, Thad, the difference so far, shooting-wise, both teams shooting very similar underneath the hoop, but the 3-point difference in the second half. Ellwood 0 for 2. Meanwhile, New Brighton has made 2 3-pointers. I know it's only 6 points, but when you're talking about 10-point lead, 8-point lead at single digits now, that lead just shrunk to 4, just like that.
So the Wolverines leading by 4, as you said, Brad. Possession arrow in favor, or starting his fourth period. Possession arrow is going to New Brighton. Don't forget number 4, Dash Graham out there, sitting there with 3 fouls, as well as Eliezer. Oh, almost lost it there, but Carter Jackson pays attention. Dash Graham gets the ball, throws it down there to Zahn. Zahn covered there by Tyler Kennedy. Wolverines very aggressive here coming out in this fourth period. Kicks it out there. Carter going to say a travel. And that's the right call by the officials. Carter Jackson kind of did that jump step to pass it out to Dash Graham and took that extra hop. So Wolverines inbounding. Aaron Lake hands it Tyler Smalley. Gets it up to Caleb Cervic. Cervic bounce pass underneath to Jackson. Oh, that's huge, Brad. That's huge as Jackson Kerr gets fouled as Rashawn Eliezer, the 6'3" senior, finds himself with 4 fouls with 7:37 remaining in the game. Jackson Kerr going to go to the line.
And that's a double whammy. Not only the 4th foul, but free throws for Kerr.
Right. First shot is good. Jackson Kerr sitting there with 6 points so far tonight as Eliezer is going to have to take a seat. Second shot forthcoming by Jackson Kerr, and it is good. He's shooting well here of late. Here comes Dash Graham leading the Lions. They are down by 6. Behind the back dribble. Tries to go underneath, shoots it up, and off the rim, don't go. Aaron Lake with a big-time rebound there. They tried to steal it. They got numbers. Aaron Lake underneath Jackson Kerr. Nice save. Kicks it back out to Lake. He thought about it, but didn't take the three. Needs some help. Finds it. Jackson Kerr, quick pass over to Caleb Servik.
He thought about that three for a moment.
Yeah, he did.
I like it. Coach Bradley said, well, let's run a play.
Yep, Servik now. Bounce. Oh, off his foot.
Yep.
As Servik was trying to find Lake underneath, it went off one of the Lions' foot. Wolverines will maintain possession. 53-47 with the inbound. Aaron Lake gets the ball, going to pull it back out. I think if you're Wolverines right now, you got a 6-point lead. No empty possessions. Oh, pretty. Caleb Servik with the acrobatic move gets the layup, puts up and in. Graham now. Going around there, goes past Tyler Smalley, puts up the floater. All of a sudden, Graham's shots just aren't falling. Here's Cuevas, down to Jackson Kerr. Kerr, wisely pulls it back out. Cuevas with two people on him, gets his pocket picked by Dash Graham. Coming the other way, it's a 2-on-1. Graham pulls around there, and Colmeyer gets the rebound, puts it back up, and finally somebody's fouled. Traveled. As Colmeyer went up to try to get his rebound, and apparently took that extra step. Chris Smalley going to check back in for his brother Tyler Smalley. As Chris Smalley now will inbound. Throws, finds Cuevas. Looks down there, has Jackson Kerr. Jackson saves it from going out of bounds. Chris Smalley sitting there with 3 fouls. Goes down the lane, puts up blocked by Colmeyer. Another block for Colmeyer, that 6'4" frame. Down to Zahn, puts it up and does not go. Who gets the rebound? Kennedy. Colmeyer with the rebound, puts it up from the elbow. Back of the rim too hard. Jackson Kerr ends up with it. A 1-on-2. Goes down, puts it up. Oh, pretty for Jackson Kerr to make the largest lead of the night, 57-47. And New Brighton coach Nick Etko says, we got to talk about this, guys. 6-0 run for the Wolverines.
Yeah. And if you look at the point totals as we get the New Brighton cheerleaders, they're doing some cartwheels. The point totals on the year for Ellwood, they're averaging right around 57 points. I will say that most people expected maybe a little more one-sided. Again, this is what full court pressure, the trap, and I tell you what, give credit New Brighton, the rebounding and the block shots. It's only 5 shots, but 5 can translate to 10 points real fast. Colmeyer is being a beast, and you had 10 points off that bench in that first half. Unfortunately, so far, you've been held in check. You only got 2 in the second half. You got to say, if you're New Brighton, this may be that window. You're about a minute away. This is crunch time.
Yep, and I think, you're talking about Colmeyer getting rebounds. Some of them are offensive rebounds, but he's not getting the points. Yeah. I think that's one of the differences in the game. And quietly,
you nailed it. Dash Graham, he's been real good. The three-point line has been decent for him, but since then, he's missed 4 shots in a row, and they're, I want to say easy buckets. They're never easy buckets, but they're within 10, 15 feet.
And quietly you look up there, and all of a sudden you see Caleb Servik for the Wolverines with 15 points.
Yeah.
Aaron Lake for 16. Now inbounding. Dash Graham tries, he almost gets it stolen. Jackson Kerr all over him, and he's finally going to get him for the foul. So just got a little bit too much there.
Yep.
Shook Chris Smalley out of his shoes. Lost 1 shoe, not shoes. So Jackson Kerr is going to pick up his 2nd foul, team's first. So both teams with just 1 foul, 5:46 remaining in this 4th quarter.
I like this. Official Kerr comes in and says, no, that ain't happening. There's so much pushing there back and forth.
Before they even gave him the ball.
Yeah, before the ball was even inbounded. Man.
Yep. Right now, I think Jackson Kerr's sole possession in life is to be Dash Graham's shadow.
I would say.
Now, kicks it out there. Colmeyer picked up his dribble, gets it to Graham. Graham. And I think Kerr's just disrupting Graham enough right now that he can't get any momentum. And that's going to be a foul. Uh-oh. Who are they calling it on?
That is 10.
Okay. We'll wait to see what he says. Yes, it is 10. So Cuevas picks up his 3rd foul all of a sudden. Team's 2nd. So from the floor, Zahn's going to check it in there to Graham. Graham dribbles down there, puts it up, and up and in it goes for number 11, Joseph Kennedy. And it's tipped. Colmeyer ends up with it, gets it in the hands of Kennedy. Kennedy taken right out of his mitts by Caleb Cervic. Here's Lake, puts it up and in, counted, it's good. How the turntables have turned. It looked like Lions got the steal, but Caleb Cervic says no, Dash Graham. Oh, wow. That was quite a shot there as he shot that ball way high in the air. Jackson Kerr grimacing. He's in some pain there after that last play. Kerr looks, goes back out there, stops into Chris Smiley. Smiley drives, puts it up, and Colmeyer tried to get the block, but he's going to get called, I do believe, for the foul. Somebody underneath there got nailed with the foul.
Foul on New Brighton, number 12, Isaac Cooley.
Yes, that is Colmeyer, his first, team second, as Smiley will go to the line. Chris Smiley sitting there with 9 points tonight, all via the three-pointer. Going to try to get some points now from the charity stripe. First shot by Chris Smiley. Off the further rim, does not go. Second shot by Smiley forthcoming. And it is good. He's got 10 points on tonight. Wolverines holding on to a 9-point lead. Here comes Dash Graham. And that's what's happening right now. Jackson Kerr is just job shadowing him everywhere he goes on the court. Underneath the Graham. Jackson Kerr's there, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. And I do believe it's going to be on Jackson Kerr. Now his third. More importantly, Brad, you got three team fouls here in this fourth period, and you're not even halfway through it yet. So now Graham going to go to the line to shoot two. First shot, quick shooter, makes the first one.
Well, that's 4 in a row now from the charity line.
He's got 18. Adjusting his shorts as he waits for the ball. Second shot. And it's good. So cut the lead to 7. Cuevas now inbounding to Aaron Lake. Aaron dribbles. Oh, it gets blocked. Cuevas quickly picks it up, goes down lane, puts it up, and can't get the shot to go. But who's there? Caleb Cervic. Nice way to follow and not give up on a play for Cervic that time. Graham under pressure. Stolen away that time by Jackson Kerr, but he gets his pocket pick. Now back to Dash Graham, puts it up, the easy layup up and in. Now the lead 7, Graham with 21. Now into Cervic. Wolverines still have a little bit of trouble here. Gets it over the timeline this time. Jackson Kerr now goes to Aaron Lake. Yep, got away with one there. Now Cervic. Dribbles around. Goes through penetration, puts the floater up. He is just mastering that shot to put that floater up. It's hard to block. He's got 19. Colmeyer underneath to Kennedy. Puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Chris Smiley.
And that's one where you got to say, listen,
yep,
let it go.
Fouls. Let it go. So Kennedy is going to go to the line. Wolverines now with 4 fouls in this period. Chris Smiley with 4 fouls in the game. First shot by Kennedy is good. They're shooting pretty good from the free throw line, and that's what's keeping them kind of in this game.
Yeah, we said 3 for 5 in the first half, and they've only missed 5 overall, but they have shot the ball 10 times at least.
Yep, there's a second shot by Kennedy. It's good. 7-point game. And there's going to be a foul as Chris Smiley tried to dribble out of that. It is going to be on number 11, Joseph Kennedy. His first, team's third. Wolverines with 4 fouls. New Brighton 2 timeouts remaining. Ellwood City has 3. Inbounding Lake to Swinesburg. Dribbles around, finds Chris Smiley. Dribbles through 2 defenders. Goes down the lane, meets some resistance, kicks it out to Cuevas. Cuevas wants the 3 ball.
For 3!
Counted, it's good. Perfect timing by Cuevas to get that lead back to 10. 3 minutes remaining. Graham now kicks it to Zahn. Elazar, who put it, he answers with a 3 of his own. He's sitting there with 4 fouls, but he got the 3-pointer that time. Smiley takes it up. Caleb Servik. Caleb wants to drive down. Saw all the length there. 6'3", 6'4 guy in front of you. Pulls it back out. Graham gets a little reachy. Doesn't get called for a foul. Servik out to Cuevas. Can he do it again? Way short. Who gets the rebound? Eliezer. Down the lane comes Kennedy. Loses. Oh, nice save there. Oh, a good hustle.
And give credit that down here, that 3-point shot by Cuevas, that was another block by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer now 5 blocks.
Wow. So Tyler Smiley going to check in for Chucky Swinesburg. Wolverines up by 7, 2:27 remaining. Inbounding is Zahn. Finds Graham. Graham guarded there. Underneath to Kennedy. Kennedy using that length, puts it up. Oh, pretty. Reverse turnaround layup. I don't know what you call it, but he got a point. There's Tyler Smiley in the hands of Servik. Servik meets some resistance. Now back to the open man, Tyler Smiley. Smiley dribbles down there. Oh, no, he's done. Wow. He was trying to go for the ball as Rashawn Eliezer picks up his 5th foul, and he's going to have to take a seat. And he leaves with 7 points, just nailed that 3. And he is going to be a spectator the rest of the game. Chris Smiley there with 4 fouls for Ellwood City, inbounding. Throws it underneath. Oh, pretty. A great inbound by Chris Smiley to find Caleb Servik cutting to the hoop. Keeping that lead at 7. You feel just a little bit, there's a far shot. Everyone held their breath. And over the back of Tyler Smiley getting that rebound was Joseph Kennedy of New Brighton. That's going to be his 2nd. And just like that, the Lions have 5 fouls, and that's going to be huge for the Wolverines. They can go to the line to shoot from here on out. So now Tyler Smiley attempting to shoot 2. Tyler scoreless tonight, coming off the bench. First shot by Tyler off the back of the rim, too hard. Second shot by Tyler as Jackson Kerr is going to check in after the shot. Second shot is off the rim, does not go. Zahn with the rebound. Here comes Dash Graham, looks up, sees her down by 7. Tyler Smiley gives chase. Graham dribbles down there, turnaround jump shot, counted, it's good. He's got 23. Smiley, Tyler that is, inbounds. Back to Servik, still all the way back at the baseline. Pass to Tyler Smiley, got to get over the timeline, and they do. It's Caleb Servik. Servik dribbles down there, wants to find Aaron Lake, can't find him. Shifty, nice bounce pass to Cuevas. Underneath to Lake, off his fingertips, out of bounds it goes. Brad, you and I are both sitting here, just slow it down, wait for your shot.
Yeah,
you're
let him foul.
You're in the bonus. You're in the bonus now.
Yeah.
Buck 15 remaining. Here comes Dash Graham. He's been shooting a little bit better here of late. Turnaround jump off the front of the rim. Don't go. Caleb Servik with the rebound. Brings it up the court into the hands of Chris Smiley. Smiley out to Cuevas. Puts up the 3.
For 3!
It's good! There's the dagger you're looking for with less than a minute to go. The Wolverines up by 8. Here comes Carter Jackson into the hands of Kohlmeyer. Wolverines, take all the time you want. Time is our bet. And a turnover as Caleb Servik gets it down to Chris Smiley. Fakes, puts it up. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Joseph Kennedy with the rebound. Long pass to Dash Graham. Graham puts it up. Nifty move, gets the score. It's 72-66. That lead cut back to 6. A 30-second timeout taken by New Brighton. Brad, this is a much more exciting game than what I anticipated driving here tonight. You had said, we had talked earlier, hey, New Brighton's getting better, and that's what
You
the
go
good
back,
teams do, the good coaching teams do.
Right.
If, and that are not predicted to be the best. If you end better than you started, that's a win.
and if you go back and watch the tape from about 2 weeks ago when they first played at New Brighton, you take away the second half. It was 25-23 at half. New Brighton was in it. Shots weren't falling. The pressure got to Ellwood a little bit. The first half, pressure was there, and all of a sudden backed off a little bit, and all of a sudden Ellwood started pulling away. All of a sudden, crunch time, you know it. It's all about that crunch time. The last 2 minutes, you got to lead, and here it is. Just back within 6. It's a 2-possession game. What do we got? We got 3 timeouts left for Ellwood, 1 for New Brighton. The big difference right now, fouls. 1 more foul for Ellwood.
There's a long pass down there to Aaron Lake. He gets the ball, and he's going to be fouled by Kohlmeyer immediately.
And that's what I was just going to say. Now you're shooting free throws from here on out.
Make them force you to do that. So Kohlmeyer, that's going to be his second foul. Team 6th.
At the line, shooting 2 for Ellwood City, number 3, Aaron Lake.
And tonight so far, Aaron Lake 4 for 6.
Sitting there with 18 points. He's averaging 16.1 per game. So that's going to go up. Off the front of the rim, does not go. Second shot forthcoming. Can make it a 3-possession game here with this shot. And off the rim, don't go. Kohlmeyer climbs ladder, gets the rebound. Here comes Dash Graham. Well, he's trying to set up for the 3. He does, shoots the 3. Front of the rim, don't go. Jackson Carter with the rebound. Graham now, guarded by Cuevas, gets the screen, puts it up. It's going to be short. Who gets it? Cuevas gets the rebound, and he's fouled by Graham. As Dash Graham, the junior, picks up his 4th foul. He's got 25 points tonight.
Foul number 4, Dash Graham, his 4th.
So Cuevas now will go to the line with 15.1 seconds remaining. If he can get a score here, Brad, that 3-possession game with 15 seconds makes it pretty tough for the Lions to come back. But hard-fought Lions. Cuevas' first shot. It's good. He's got 11 on the night. Trying to go for 12. Second shot by Cuevas. And it is good. Cuevas with 12. Wolverines lead back to 8. Graham puts it out there to Jackson Carter. Needs to shoot it, 9 seconds. Gets it out. Here's Kohlmeyer, launches up to 3. It's short. Caleb Cervic with the rebound. And we may just be content with letting this one be over. The Wolverines fight off the Lions of New Brighton, 74-66 for the 8-point win. Had a 4-point lead at halftime and doubled that to take the win, 74-66. Caleb Cervic with an impressive 21 points. That may be a season high for him. I'd have to check that. Aaron Lake sitting there with 18. Chris Smiley with 10 points, 9 of them coming via the 3-point ball. And Cuevas, he's not starting the games, but he's getting more playing time each week, and he finishes the game with 12.
Well, Thad, I was going to say, when you look up at that scoreboard, you see 4 individuals, yet again, 4 individuals in double figures for Ellwood. Nice balanced attack. Yeah, 21 and 18, but you also got 10 and 12, and Jackson Kerr with 9. That would have been the first this year, but 4 starters in double figures, 1 at 9. That's a pretty good balanced attack. And if I'm Dan Bradley, a win's a win. Once again, you win section games. It doesn't matter what the heck happens. You get a win, you're 7-2 in section play.
Right,
You're winning the games you're supposed to. The only thing I would say, defensively, maybe a little bit of letdown here and there. You maybe want to play a little bit tighter to the vest, but I think fouls kind of played a factor into tonight's game for both sides, for that matter.
That's what people forget. You sit there with 3 fouls.
That's a lot.
Early in the game, you can't play the kind of defense you normally would.
Right. And
or as aggressive.
Right. And on the flip side, not necessarily this year, but you kind of have to be careful, maybe picking up charges here and there. So we haven't seen those as much this year, but those are right around the corner, playoffs as we speak. So final score here, folks, 74-66. Wolverines improved to 7-2, 11-6 overall. Again, tomorrow there'll be 3 o'clock tip-off at Ambridge High School against Carleton Cougars.
Yes,
Dad?
and don't forget Monday night, Lawrence County Sportsnet will be broadcasting the Ellwood City girls Mohawk game at Mohawk. Something to keep in mind there, if you follow our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Kayla Jones just 23 points away from that 1,000-point mark. So there's not many games left, but we got Monday night with the girls, and then Thursday night they'll be back here. The girls will be playing Stowe Rock. So if she don't get that 1,000 points Monday night, folks, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Be here next Thursday night for the Stowe Rocks game as section game. That would, if they win that game, they'll pretty much clinch a playoff spot with that win. And then the following week is senior night, that Tuesday night.
And
season's wrapping up quickly.
Yep, and just a little mental note. I know it's 2 weeks away, but senior night, both girls and boys on the same night, Tuesday, next Tuesday from now. 6 o'clock and 7:30. Obviously, we'll be having all those festivities.
Folks, it'd be great if you can come out and watch both games that night.
Yes, agreed.
You got 4 seniors for the girls team, and get as many. Let's fill the stands for that senior night at 6 and 7:30.
And a quick little shout out once again to the boosters president for basketball. That's Jolene Krupa, setting us up once again. A great night, teacher appreciation night, a great. Presentation for all the teachers. We had 12 of them tonight, so it was really neat to see. So there you go.
All right, with that, on behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall, Brad Windhorst, the producer, man with the plan, the man that knows all, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.